Krishna, Krishna, Gauranga. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Gauranga. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Good morning. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. All right. All right. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for coming. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jesus, Srila Prabhupada, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar, Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar, Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Nityananda Gauranga, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda Gauranga, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda Gauranga, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda Gauranga. Here's our beauty here today. It's the most beautiful woman in the universe, isn't she? Is Lalita Ganga. I want some of the juice from that twig. That twig is full of juice. Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar, Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda, Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda Gauranga, 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 Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda Gauranga Shri Krishna Chaitanya 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, oh my Lord Shri Krishna, Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna. So nice to please God. My Lord says, just eat the fruit. Just eat the fruit, man. That'll make me happy. Just eat the fruit. Really? You just want to give me fruits to eat? Yeah. Just eat fruits, man, and you'll purify yourself in the world and the universe, actually. Just eat the fruit. Really? That simple? Don't have to do a lot of austerities and renunciations. No. Just eat the fruit. You're capable. I've given you the ability to eat the fruit. Really? That's it? No, it can't be that easy. Yeah. Just eat the fruit, for God's sake. Okay. Hare Krishna Krishna. Like Lalita, man. Learn from the twig. The juicy twig. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Oh, I got the best job, man. You want to be a worker like this? Come around, hang out with Lalita there. She'll teach you how to get the best job in the world, man. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. I'll just eat the fruit, man. Shut up. Okay. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Gauranga, Nityananda, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna. You know, everybody's really lucky here to have a devotee like Lalita Ganga. You gotta, if you get faith like that, that's not blind by experience, that's the best example there, because then you'll get what she's got. Really get it. I mean, you really get it. You gotta get that kind of faith in Guru and Krishna. Prabhupada's very important. Everything. Lord Chaitanya, Prabhupada, the acharyas, but the current Guru is very important. If you're like her, you're going to get what she's got. If you're not like her, you'll probably fall off the tree. Just be up front with you guys. So this is the truth, man. I'd like to see people make it. I see a lot of people who don't. And it's only because their faith isn't that. It has to be equal faith in Guru and Krishna. And Guru means, especially when God provides a living Guru connected to the real tree, man. We're going to talk more about that, because if you understand what she understands and you act like then you'll get what she's got, which is the real fruit. These others don't have the real fruit. They're just not in the real tree yet, man. They don't understand. They don't understand the real philosophy. So we'll get into all these things after we eat some more fruit. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. I mean, see how the Lord's providing examples. Hey, man, if you don't make it back to Godhead, you're just, in this round here. Well, you'll get there. Oh, everything's provided here. Everything you need. All the tools. Just use them. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Thank you, Lord. Oh, you're so merciful. Oh, yeah. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. The Chaitanya tree is back and thriving, not just surviving, thriving. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. We got our sannyasi root there, Lalita, and others actually, Janaki, River. Roots getting strong, man, in the earth of Lord Chaitanya. He's the real earth. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh yeah. Let's see, maybe some different song here. Hare Krishna. This is a Barbie song. I like Barbie. Barbie and Ken remind me of Radha Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Maybe we'll do that one later. Let's do... Hare Krishna. Favorites. What's this one here? Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Krishna, a little restless today. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. There's one of these oldies I've done. Good one. Oldie but goodie. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Radhe Radhe, Govinda Govinda Govinda, Radhe Govinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. We'll try this. A little restless. We got this, that. We'll see which works. Hare Krishna, Krishna. The main thing is to eat the fruit. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Radha and Krishna are the fruits. Their names. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. See how codependent they are? In order to taste Krishna, you have to taste Radha. In order to taste Radha, you need the name Krishna. Codependency, perfection. Yeah. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. The name of Krishna, Radha and Krishna, they arise simultaneously. Just like Guru and Krishna, the name also simultaneously you realization. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, it's such a blessing to have you too. Radha Krishna, I love you. Radha Krishna, it's a blessing to have you. Hare Krishna, I love you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Kind of feel like reading too a little bit now.
Thanks for using.
We'll circle back to that. Oh. All right. Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gaur Bhaktivinda. We're so fortunate to be hooked into the real tree of Lord Chaitanya. I'm going to go over what she read earlier because I was getting on. I love hearing from the devotees because I get all these realizations. Yeah. And how it's to go deeper. I've read this so many times and it's just more deep. More jewels come out of it, more understanding. It's just unbelievable. Yeah. Let's see. So, Lalita, why don't you read for us here?
Where I left off?
No, start again. What chapter was that?
Chapter 9, I think, from
Yeah.
Devotional Service Adilila.
Yeah. Okay, start from the beginning.
The whole beginning? Okay.
Yes, the whole beginning.
No problem.
Yeah.
With pleasure.
I want to see if you get bored. This is the test if it's still
If I get
juicy.
bored?
This is the test. I want to see if you get bored reading the same thing again. I want to see if this is like an old book. We're going to give Lord Chaitanya, put him to the test here.
It's always newer and newer. That's Krishna.
Yeah.
Chapter 9, Adilila. The tree of devotional service. Oh, glories to you, Guru Maharaj.
You should be bored. You should be bored of saying all those things by now.
No. Don't stop me now. I'm having such a good time.
That's what it's all about. Have a good time, man. Eat the fruit, have a good time, laugh, cry, all that stuff.
So, all glories to you, Guru Maharaj. And when I'm standing like this, I think I'm a tree. I feel like it looks like a tree, isn't it? When Lord Chaitanya's.
Yeah. You're a tree because of your faith in the process, faith in Guru, faith in Krishna, faith in these books, faith in devotees. That's the tree. Yeah. That's it, man. You got to be. That's why you got to be an example. Otherwise, people can't get in. They'll fall off the tree. You got to be like this. I'm telling you, man. Everybody. And the thing is, you can't be artificially like this. You got to get the mercy of these devotees here. That's why you see they paid obeisances to devotees like her. Unbelievable. I'm telling you, man. This is the secret. So you have all the tools here. Pray for the mercy of these devotees to become like that. Equal faith in Guru and Krishna, and all the purports will be revealed. The biggest purport of all is this ecstatic love, man. She's in that purport every day. Well, you can't chant like this. This is the Lord's very pleased with her, and she pays it forward by sharing it with the world, sharing it with everybody here. You'll see that's the essence. All the devotees are like this. That's why they get this. This is what the Lord wants to show in the world, how to enter back into the kingdom of God. They're all like this. Yeah, so nice to have vivid examples. Very fortunate. Yeah, I learned from her, man. I learned so much. Thank you very much, Lalita. I pray.
Thank
I
you
pray
so much. You are the true vine.
that.
All the knowledge, all the ecstasy, all the juice, all the beauty is coming from you. It's really coming from you.
Yeah. It's actually coming from the trunk, but we have to
Yeah,
keep
I
it
know. But
in.
I know you.
Yeah.
You are the living devotee. You're the living guru.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they wouldn't have sent you.
Yeah. But you're the guru now. Look at you. You're showing the example of how to enter the kingdom of God. Remember, you go in through the door. The door is the bona fide spiritual master, and you become the shepherd of sheep by your example.
You are.
And that's how it is. And I just yeah. And we don't. I don't want to see too many fruits falling off the tree, before they're ripe. It's not good. Let them ripen, and
Yeah.
yeah, they fall off the tree because of offenses. Offenses. The water gets misused. See, they're getting some ecstatic devotion, and they misuse the water. It goes on to the anartas, the unwanted things, name and fame, or wanting to be equal with God or equal with Guru, and they see, yeah. So they fall off the tree prematurely. Eventually, they'll come back on because the Lord's merciful. I mean, God is very merciful eventually, but still, we got for strictness, we got to talk about these things to keep everything in line. Yeah, so go ahead, read.
And all glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, to Jagannath Babaji, to Bhaktivinoda Thakur. All glories to Lord Nityananda. All glories. All glories to Lord Chaitanya. Nimai Pandita is my Lord the Master.
She's not going to let that one go. It's a good one, isn't it? Nityananda's mantra.
You can feel it, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, glories, Srimati Radharani is well. Oh, glories, oh, glories, oh, glories to Srimati Radharani. Wonderful girl. Wonderful spirit. Bhakti Devi, wonderful, wonderful. Oh, glories to Krishna. Oh, glories to you. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto the spiritual master of the entire world, Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya. By his mercy, even a dog can swim across a great ocean. That's
Yeah.
what we experience.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. You finish.
No, I just said that
Yeah.
this is what we experience.
Yeah, and we experience it here because you found if you're really, see, we got to prove in the world has to be proven who's the real associate of that trunk and that tree of Lord Chaitanya. See, because you need the vine or the branch, whatever you want to call it, vine or the branch, to hook into that tree. And proof is you get the real fruit. See, the real fruit is what's being demonstrated here, like in devotees' lives here, that are tasting this fruit, and if it's not the real tree, see, there's a lot of weeds out there, a lot of you could say like withered trees. They're not really juicy, like the Lord. The Lord came to give this special juice of Vrindavan. See, so you got to find the real associate. They're the real branch. This is the big thing in Vaishnavism is, where is the real branch? That's what I was looking for, a living branch somewhere. I couldn't find it. They're all saying they are and all that stuff, but they don't manifest this fruit. See, the fruits, when you're really, we'll get into this as you're going to, what is it? The fruits became so large. See, and the fruit is this love of God. See, where is it? Where is its symptoms? See, and that's really it. And those who eat this fruit, see, eat the fruit means you associate with the devotees, and you eat the fruit through the vibration. It awakens your spiritual body, and then you can eat the fruit from these devotees. See, and that's how we do it through the scriptures. Through these are all fruits. Krishnadas Kaviraj wrote this as a fruit. This is his fruit. See, we can taste these things, but it comes through the living devotees. That's why this tree started to disappear, because of lack of sannyasi roots. What you're seeing here in our sangha is like sannyasi roots. You're not going to see it budge from this. It's too good now. Maya's tested and tested and tested, so it's strong. See, and clear and logical and reasonable and better understanding than I've seen anywhere. If you want to understand the scriptures, you better come here, because people aren't understanding them. Even people in our sangha are not mature enough. And not all of them, but still, you need more maturity to understand the depth of these scriptures. I see people putting them on their timeline and not understanding it. I know they're not understanding them, and they can become offensive here because of not understanding. If you really want to know these scriptures, you better find a real guru. If you don't believe it here, you should find one and let them tell you, explain to you what these scriptures mean. Otherwise, they're gonna trip you up. I already see people being tripped up, not understanding the scriptures, and people using them probably to blaspheme what we're doing, because they just misunderstand, misinterpret and twist things. See, that's called an illusionist. I tell you, that's where you really need to have faith in a real guru at some point in some lifetime, a living person, to get you through all of this Maya. And that's why she's where she is, and it's ecstatic. Like, you think this is just anybody? You think any of these gurus are like this? Like what people might think, oh, you see, Gohari's not acting according to these verses. Like, Lord Chaitanya says, I was reading one. I won't get into that one. But anyway, yeah, it's like that. Okay, read on there. I don't want to get too detailed. Sometimes I get too much into the details. Maybe not. I don't know.
It's always good. All glories to Sri Krishna Chaitanya, who is known as Gaura Hari. All glories to Advaita and to Nityananda Prabhu. All glories to the devotees of Lord Chaitanya, headed by Srivasa Thakura, in order to fulfill all my desires. I remember their lotus feet. I also remember.
Yeah. What are those desires, man? Those desires actually are the Lord's desires. This is the intimacy he's giving, man. You're fulfilling the Lord's desires, and when you're a real devotee, you say, oh, well, that's his desires, my desires. Wow, we're on the same page now. Boy, your desires are great. And wow, I'm very happy about that. See, that's Vrindavan mood. I mean, I'm amazed, that's given here. This proof to me we've attained Vrindavan is when you have that mood. If you don't have that mood, that you've been accepted, that that the Lord in you is you become like a gardener and a weeder well, we'll get in that verse. I forgot it, but when you come to it, we'll talk about that. So go ahead, read some more.
I also remember the 6 Goswamis. Rupa Goswami, Sanatana, Raghunatha Bhatta, Sri Jiva, Gopala Bhatta, and Raghunatha Dasa.
If you're a real devotee, you will relish these names of these devotees. You will, because why? Because it makes the Lord very happy to remember his devotees. See, you become like this. You represent the Lord's happiness in this world, and you show people what really will make the Lord happy. And not only that, it'll free you from all illusions, give you all protection, all freedom, everything when you get on the same page with God.
Yeah.
And well, that's why he came here, to show you what makes him happy. And when we get the this Bhakti Lata Bij, then we're beginning to also become part of him, see, part of his happiness, and part of his liberating the world through that happiness. Actually, that's how he does it. What did Radha and Krishna do? They came here and were just happy in their relationship, and they're relating. Not relationship is a noun. Relating. See, relating, the verb. You notice, what are we doing every day? Relating to Krishna. Not, it's just a relationship. No, it's a verb. Action, activity, devotional service every day, relating to the Lord. So you must practice relating. Every time we're chanting like this, get sadhu sang, we're practicing our relating to the Lord. See, it's now, it's here and now. That's why, if you can catch the lives, it's the best thing. Or now, it's right now, energy. The replays are good too, but the lives are great. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. It's by the mercy of all these Vaishnavas and gurus that I attempt to write about the pastimes and qualities of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
You have to have this love, man. You have to love Vaishnavas. That's why I say it starts with a guru. People think they have love for Prabhupada. They don't know Prabhupada. And that's why the Shiksha Guru is sent here, so that you can really develop love beyond hypocrisy. Because if you don't love a living guru that's part of that family of Prabhupada and all that, and you don't love a living, live guru there, that's the contamination there. And it's just sentiment. Oh, I love Prabhupada. Yeah. Here's proof, man. You really love Prabhupada? Well, now, what Prabhupada knew is being given. So here's the test of that love. Here's the purification of that love, the possibility to come onto the same page. That's why you go through purification here. You notice? I'm not holding back like Prabhupada and Bhakti Siddhanta and Bhakti Vinod. No, it's time to boil the milk. You see the milk is boiled. This is active. People falling off, man, falling on their face. 3-4 people, they fall on their face, and just try and get back up, because you're being boiled here, literally boiled in the milk. This is milk, actually. And as you're purified, you see everybody's done. Lalita went through a whole year of misery, was boiling the milk, man. But look at the what do they call the curd now? Very tasty. Look at River, man, going through. Show this is also, what does it show you when you look at these devotees? Shows sincerity. They've had problems. They still have problems, but it shows us that they really want Krishna. They have love for Guru. They love, and if you don't love a guru, even when one of our members here said, I was talking about some people fall away, and she says, well, they didn't really love you. Really, that's it. I noticed.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Amy. Amy who said that.
Oh.
Yeah, I feel her mood. And you said it before that it was.
Yeah, it's okay.
Otherwise, I wouldn't know.
No, I know. It's okay. Yeah. Yeah, she's smart. It's about that. It's love and affection. I'm telling you, and it starts with, in a sense, with Guru, because that'll get you through all this stuff. Otherwise, if you don't have it, you end up look at those who don't really have it, they just thank you very much for the energy. Now I'm going to go off and be a devotee of Krishna without you. See, they don't really have love for Guru yet. That's a big thing, and that's why, those who really love Prabhupada, really love. See, the problem with Prabhupada's teaching is he didn't express this devotion enough. It's not a problem. It just was not the time. Because if that was expressed more, what would happen? Now you see it. Now you think, if you like that, if he would have done that, if Bhakti Siddhanta would have done it, Bhakti Vinod, then people would have seen what is Radha and Krishna, because it's expressed, right? So then it would be very easy now. But because, you see the purification here you got to go through to really get this. And some people, they're just not mature enough to do it. But, hey, it's a process. What if it takes a life or two or everything to go through it, But anyway, hey, this is the boat. This is amazing what's going on. You get to see advanced devotees. This is advanced devotee here. The devotees who can chant the holy name with great ecstatic devotion. Where do you see that? Where have you seen that? Even the acharyas were hiding this kind of ecstatic worship because it causes a lot of purification. Well, the order has been given. We're just going to do our work here. And I know it's going to all turn out. It's already turning out great. More icing on the cake, that's all. People will see, hey, man, you've got sannyasi roots here, to root it in the real trunk of Lord Chaitanya and getting the real fruit. This is a big thing. You notice it disappeared because of lack of these kinds of roots being really rooted in and preaching, the confidential purport. But anyway, we're on the upswing again now. We're here to finish it, to be rooted in the real trunk of Lord Chaitanya and taste this fruit here on this planet, right? Isn't that what it's all about? To show the world that this is really great, just like Lord Chaitanya and his devotees did. They were rooted in this. Look at these devotees. You're a cheater, Gohari. What, cheating this? This ain't cheating, man. You're a cheater just by saying this is cheating. That's, you immediately show your ineptness, right? You're showing you don't know. This is what Lord Chaitanya brought to the planet. You see, in the scriptures describes it. The devotees sometimes laugh and cry, and when they're eating this fruit, it's so good, so tasty, and all these wonderful symptoms. See, that's what's being rooted in this world. And all these gurus, many of them, they want to topple this tree, and they ain't gonna do it. So this is like the one devotee put on her thing about, that Lord Chaitanya says, those who go against my servant, the name will destroy them and all this stuff. And then the last part of the thing says, therefore, everybody should give up criticism of others. See? And this, you can misunderstand this verse. You think, oh, well, Gohari criticized so many others. No! You're not understanding. You criticize here, you won't get what we got, because we got Lord Chaitanya. I must point this out. Otherwise, this tree will not grow. I got to show you where it's not growing. Absolutely. If you don't know that, you will think that's the real tree, and it's not. I must say these things.
Yeah.
That's why the only reason why this tree is growing here is because there's a weed eater.
This is the club.
The club, the Sudarshan, all those forearms are working overtime. Yeah. You got to know who the real servant is the real associate of the Lord hooked in that tree. And because they're eating that fruit. And that fruit is very good. And it's better. You can look at these guys pretending to eat the fruit, but they don't got the symptoms of eating the fruit. The ecstatic love that you see in, look at the face of Lalita. You show me one guru out there. I must point this out because people are going there for Chaitanya's mercy, and it's right there in the face of that Lalita Ganga. Isn't it? Look at that. You show me any guru who looks like that. Happy. Extraordinarily happy. Well, if there is, then they're eating this fruit. But I don't see it. See? So that's really the bottom line is where is the real tree of Lord Chaitanya? But that's only where the real branch is because they're hooked into the real tree of Lord Chaitanya and are eating the fruit. And now it's time to reveal the fruit, not hide the fruit. Eat the friggin' fruit right before the world. And make them greedy and jealous. And I want also great. Come here and you will get it. Follow the real path is the devotee, right? What did Jesus say? I'm the way, I'm the truth, I'm the life. That's Guru Dev. That's a real associate of Lord Chaitanya. They hook you right into that trunk so you can eat the fruit too. See, the Lord's very pleased when he sees disciples like Lord Lalita Ganga who have faith in the branch, the real branch. He doesn't have faith in false branches. You have any faith in any false branches out there? Dry? You like dry branches? No.
Leave them far away. Can't listen.
See, I have to point these things out. I don't, it's for the benefit of everybody, for even these gurus. They think they're in there. Well, we speculate. It's like that guy came yesterday, the wolf guy. They think they know all about Krishna. It's these gurus. We know all about Krishna consciousness. We were initiated by Prabhupada and everything. Yeah, but they don't show they're real branches yet. They're dry branches. Dry means you're not tasting this wonderful fruit where people can see it, especially if you're going to preach this. Otherwise, you're not preaching this. You're hiding this. You're what are you revealing? Like, what is Prabhupada revealing? What is Bhakti Siddhanta revealing? What was Bhakti Vinod revealing? Vaidhi Bhakti, right? What will reveal, build the temples right now. Yeah, see, the revelation is what are they revealing to you? What are they speaking to you? What are they preaching? That's why they want to go back to the preaching of Prabhupada. What is he preaching? Vaidhi Bhakti, build the temples. Follow the rules and regulations. See, therefore, that's what you do, right? That's what they reveal. You follow the Acharya, right? What's going on here? Well, Prabhupada came to me in 1996. Okay, reveal this. So we reveal this, you'll get this. What do you think is better? You want to do the Vaidhi still after 50 years? You still into that? Or you going to get behind this mission? Is this progressive or not?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's available now, so don't
it's
waste
available
your
now.
time.
Come on, man, eat the fruit.
Don't waste your time.
Learn how to eat the fruit. That's why I say how to eat the fruit is get on this page, man. Stop, go, glories of Prabhupada's preaching and all that, Vaidhi Bhakti, and you start preaching Vaidhi Bhakti and teaching that. No wonder people have trouble here. Lalita Ganga has no trouble here because she's with this preaching. She's with this message.
Faithfully.
It's fantastic. Come on, get your feet off the ground, man. You wonder, why am I having problems? Yeah, man. You're attached to Vaidhi Bhakti. Everyone, Meena, Mahavirya, my ex-wife, all the friggin' Vaidhi Bhakti. So much attachment. I basically have to, pull those weeds out. It's a contamination here. This thing, well, go, let's preach Prabhupada's mission of the Vaidhi Bhakti. Come on, preach this mission. We're preaching Chaitanya Lila. Preach postgraduate. Get on this page. Learn how to, listen to these devotees that are getting it, man. Learn from them, and you'll stay around. Otherwise, you'll have problems still. You wonder, why am I having mental problems? Because you're not with this program. You're not really part of the mission. Get part of this mission, and you'll be happy. Even in the world, it's like that. When you're with a company and you're really into the company, you're happy. even in the world. Hey, man, we got a company here. You got the company of real devotees hooked into the real tree of Lord Chaitanya, and thousands of these gurus are not hooked in yet. They need to come here and to get hooked in there. And you could say, well, how come you think you're the only game in town? You think you're the only game in town? And they're not. Well, prove that you're hooked in. Let's see the tears. Let's see the disciples looking like Lalita, tasting the ecstasy and laughing and crying and all that. Prove that you're hooked into the tree, or shut up
and leave the comfort zone. Leave that comfort zone.
Yeah. There he is. Where I'm glad he's back for another. What do you call it? Another round. you gotta get what they call battle scars here. These. It takes a while to assimilate all this stuff here, man. It's intense, isn't it? But that's why people they think this is what this for this to work. We have to protect this bhakti. We got to taste this bhakti, protect it. We got to weed the garden, and show what the weeds are. A lot of people don't know what are weeds. They take shelter. They use this bhakti and they take shelter of the weeds. They water the weeds, and the weeds take them away. That's the thing. That's how they do. That's how you water the weed, and then you think the weed is real bhakti, and it's usually an offense to guru, offense to Vaishnavas. So anyway, this is it's a gardening experience. What to say? Go ahead there, Lolita.
No, I say yeah. It's a gardening experience.
Yeah, it's a gardening experience. Go ahead, read on.
Okay. It's by the mercy of all these Vaishnavas and gurus that I attempt to write about the pastimes and qualities of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
See, they're all branches and vines hooked into the real tree, and when you're part of that, see, because that juice flows into you. See, you're chanting and you're really tasting the fruit because it's going all the way through the line. That's faith, man. Faith in this. Faith in real devotees. Real devotees. Not false followers. Our Vaishnavism is full of false. It really is full of false followers. I've been around. I've been to India. I've been looking around into this group and that group and everything. And they're still trying to figure out where is the real tree. They really are. And, I don't know why, somehow or other, and even Bhaktivinoda says sometimes some anomaly, a real associate of Lord Chaitanya may be on the planet, and they just have the symptoms, and that is really the only chance, because there's so many false followers out there. And I'm telling you, if you don't exhibit the symptoms and of tasting this fruit, you can, it comes down to that. If you cannot taste the Hare Krishna mantra in ecstasy, you're not part of that tree. You can say and put your big titles out there and have all your followers believing because you're so austere and you chant so many lakhs and you're so regulated and so looking good. But you can't cry in ecstasy for Krishna and laugh and taste this fruit. See? You can cheat yourself. You can cheat neophytes, but you can't cheat Krishna. And better than that is if you find a living devotee, you'll hear this. Otherwise, you won't hear it. You won't hear this truth. You won't realize this truth until you hear it spoken by an experienced devotee that is actually tasting this fruit. Proof is in the pudding. That was Lord Chaitanya. He showed, look at this fruit. Where's this fruit? It's so unusual, so rare. He said, it comes in line. I got it from my guru. Does Lalita say that? Well, why? Because she's part of this part of the tree. They all say that. If you don't say that, if you're like a Christina and says, "Oh, well, thank you very much. Oh, buy that Gora." Can you imagine? That is so stupid. I gotta just say, I gotta point out that weed. Maybe you guys might believe in that or something stupid like that.
No.
I gotta let you know that is dumb. No, the right understanding is the example of a real devotee. And this is why Krishna trusts her. Radha and Krishna live in her body because they trust her. They see that she's understanding properly. And you want to get that understanding, you have to see devotees like that. Hey, get their mercy, pay obeisances to them. I pay obeisances. I told you, I would, hey, man, Radha and Krishna are living inside devotees like her. Not only her, others in our Sangha. You could see the symptoms of the fruit ripening. So maybe you're ripe, maybe you're a little unripe. Hey, but you're going to ripen if you stay on this tree, right? So just stay on the tree. Maybe you fall off or you have problems, or assimilating because it's a lot. Okay, but still you're going to make it. Maybe sometimes, like Tom said, I just need to be back a little bit to process. Yeah, fine. Can understand. It's understandable. And so, yeah, and then just keep. What is it? It's a hero's journey here. Look, she's been. There's an example of the fruit being manifested in this world. It's very rare, my friends. Very rare to be openly manifesting. Usually even the Charyas used to keep it closed. But you see, Prabhupada told me, this has my approval. See? Do more like this. Bring this out. Let's show the world what is real bhakti. It's time now. You got my books. You got the Goswami books. You got Chaitanya Leela, which you love. You knew I loved that book. It was my life and soul because I was always, from the very first day I read Chaitanya Charitamrita, I knew. I said, this is my family. This is my tribe. I've been looking for this all my life. Okay. So that's what we preach here, how to become part of the tree, and proof is it's working. People who are following the real path here, they get the real result. And this is what the world knows. This is how, potentially millions of devotees, if they listen to this preaching, they listen to this example, they come and start tasting this fruit because they're open to it, millions could be delivered. So whoever the Lord sends here. Okay, go ahead there, Lalita, read some more.
Because it's by the mercy of all these Vaishnavas and Gurus that I attempt to write about the pastimes and the qualities of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Whether I know or know not, it is for self-purification that I write this book. That's deep as well. Very deep.
Yeah. Yeah, self-purification is tasting this bhakti. That's why I say, I was sharing this morning, I was chanting. It's so easy. Oh, yeah. Lord Chaitanya is saying, just eat the fruit and you get self-purified. You want to just eat the fruit. Just eat me. Eat Radha and Krishna. Taste them, and for self, you'll be, whatever is in there that's a little bit, because I go and I look at all this bullshit on Facebook, and all this stuff these demons are doing and all that stuff. And you probably pick up some bullshit, So the Lord saying, okay, you're part of this tree. Just eat the fruit, man, and I'll take care of all the, any of that bullshit you picked up. He does, So that's how it is. I just keep eating the fruit and I get the purification that's needed. And these people have to work for it because until you're hooked to the tree and going in where the real devotees who have the real mercy of Lord Chaitanya, which is this, eating the fruit, you got to be around the real fruits that are eating the fruit, right? And then you can come on the easy path. See, isn't this an easy path there, Lolita? I mean, you're an example now of an easy path. Yeah, isn't this a joyful path? Isn't this a fantastic path? Isn't this the best thing? See, that's the witness program.
It
You
is
know?
easy, it is fantastic, it is
Yeah.
joyful, it is
Yeah.
every day newer and newer, deeper and deeper. It's a fantastic, fantastic part.
That's the real Chaitanya tree, my people out there, you newbies out there. This is the real tree of being hooked into the spiritual world beyond all the modes of nature, beyond the false ego, and beyond even liberation. That's what's solidly rooted in this Sangha here. Now. Yeah, because you see, had to take the duty. See, this is why I ran away from it. Prabhupada said, take the duty of a planter now. Share with the world what you've been relishing in the closet, like he was for years before, And yet now, take the duty as a planter now. Plant this in this world, has my approval. See? So look, now people they're getting it. See, because this fruit is great, man. They're eating it and becoming gurus, teachers and gurus now. See, this is because this is the spiritual world. We're bringing it down to the world. Thy will be done in Vrindavan on earth. Can you imagine? Even the prayer of Jesus makes sense now. We're doing that. You see, people can look around and according to their understanding, getting in, which will always deepen. You keep hanging and keep watering here. You'll start to see, wow, man, the spiritual world is here. The new Vrindavan is here. These devotees are the manifestations of Vrindavan. They have the mood. They have the worship. They know that pleasing Krishna is their happiness. And we can see that. That's why you got to see it first. See, the role models. It's here. It's amazing, man. Miracle. Miracle. Yes. Go ahead there.
I take shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who himself is the tree of devotional transcendental love of Krishna, its gardener, and also the bestower and the enjoyer of its fruits.
See, you gotta be like that. That's what the Lord showed as a devotee. See, I take shelter of the tree of Lord Chaitanya. So he was taking shelter of the tree of Radha and Krishna. He showed as an example. And for us to do it, we need to take from, because he taught us how to take shelter of that. That's why devotees naturally are grateful to Lord Chaitanya. I would never know any of this stuff if I didn't get this shiksha. So I take shelter of that tree of Lord Chaitanya, and 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 then all of these things, the Lord says, oh, you're getting purified. And you see hollowing out his flute now. You're taking shelter of the tree, hollowed out, and then you see, oh, I see, I got a garden, hearing, chanting, remembering. See, so the Lord is the tree, right? This is the empowered version. See, the Lord is the tree, and you're the gardener, right? We're also gardening. We're watering. Gardeners water, right? To watering, hearing, chanting, right? Can you imagine if you stopped watering? What's going to happen to the garden?
Right.
This has to be done. That's why you got to continue to water. And the bestower. So the Lord bestows the fruits. Radha and Krishna bestow the fruits, right? To eat. What is the fruit? It's in their name. Now we're awakened. Our spiritual form is awakened, and we can taste the mantras now. That's better than being a Brahmin. When you come here, you'll be better than a Brahmin. Brahmins can't taste this like this. All they can do is chant, a little bit from a faithful, pious place on Brahmin, but they can't. They don't. When you taste this mantra of Radha and Krishna in its ripened condition, Oh, this is what you see, is what you see here. This ecstatic love and devotion. This is tasting the fruit. See? So the bestower of the fruits and what? The taster of the fruits. See, so that's, oh, the Lord is happy. Ah, the Lord is tasting and I'm here with him. Ah, I'm partaking that. Aha, manjari mood. It's manjari mood, man. People get, no, manjari, that's so high. Yeah. Well, we got manjaris here. Proof is in the pudding, man. I'm just watching Radha and Krishna. They're dancing here, man, and what they experience, it's appearing on my lips, right? Isn't that what happened? What you see, it's appearing on the lips. You can see the verses in Goswami books. As Radha is enjoying pastimes with Krishna, and Krishna is biting her lips, the mark appears on her lips. See? Tasting the fruits that Radha's tasting with Krishna is appears on the lips of the manjaris. I don't know why, but that I don't know. That's what I'm noticing. Chanting Hare Krishna. I don't know what these gurus are noticing, but that's what I'm noticing. What they're tasting, I get a little, a little bit of it. And it's fantastic. Yeah, you guys don't want to come here. You don't appreciate these fruits. Well, too bad for you. We'll keep eating them, and those who are meant to come will come and taste these fruits, and humiliate you eventually. Humiliate the Mr. Wolves that come here. What a name, huh? Great name for that guy.
The bad wolves.
You get humbled, my friend. You think cheaters here? Yeah, we're going to cheat you out of your Maya. That's what I'm doing right now, working on your Maya, man. Cheat you out of the illusion that you covet so well. Oh, go hurry, you're cheating. What? Eating this fantastic fruit, being hooked into the real tree? What kind of cheating is this, you illusionist? And this Marcus. Where are these guys here? I need some whipping boys.
Marcus. What a name.
And
then we had a Marco de Koning. You remember?
Who?
Marco de Koning. Its name is Marco the King, actually.
Oh, Marco the King. Yeah. Where are these guys?
He left as well. Yeah, he left.
Yeah. It's getting really nice. We get a few of these that helps our preaching, helps us make our points. I like it. So feel free to come, any of you out there. You critics, come out there. We need some hecklers. See how strong it gets, hecklers, come on in, man.
We won the match.
Yeah. We want a match. We want a little, what do you think Krishna came? He enjoys weapons. He enjoys, he came to enjoy fighting pastime, didn't he? Came to enjoy I want to like to fight, something. Why not? I also like some weapons. Yeah, sometimes nice to go and target shoot and stuff. I don't like to kill anything, but it's nice to shoot targets, tin cans and stuff, the Lord, he used to like to shoot demons, kill the demons and liberate them. See, the thing, same thing, anything I kill here with these words, they become liberated, right? What am I shooting? What are my bullets? Just the truth, right? That's our bullet. I love it. I love to shoot these arrows, these bullets, whatever you want to call them. They're weapons, and they meant to destroy illusion. Why do you think it says in the songbook, by their words ignorance is destroyed? What is it, just a song? Just a bunch of words? No, you got to see it in action. Like here, it's in action. They're shooting away. What is this guy? He's shooting his words. Mr. Wolf, Mr. Marcus, blah, 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 like a machine gun, right? And go hard, blah, 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 back, right?
Oh.
Yeah. But their words are weak because they're lies. It's the truth.
We always win, Guru Maharaj.
I know the game now. They shoot the illusion, I shoot the truth. It's a war. Gordash, you're a cheater. And I explained, no, the truth is, no, let me explain it here. We're eating the fruit of bhakti, man. It is so good. It is so fantastic. We get very clear. We get very logical and all this. Where's the cheating in this? Why aren't you liking this? Why aren't you liking the beauty of Lord Chaitanya and the name? Why aren't you chanting? Don't you see? You're saying we're cheaters, but actually, I think you're being cheated, man, by your mentality. We're eating the fruit of love of God, man. It's all proven in the book. See, all this truth counteracts the illusion. That illusion is weak. After anybody listen to these talks, you'll see. Wow, that guy's an illusionist. See, and then all of a sudden it doesn't, what do you call it? It's not an obstacle for you. So part of if you find a real guru, they remove these obstacles. That's part of the guru's job. Any illusion here, we just take it away. The Lord informs me, I inform you. Right? Isn't that the way it works? To those who worship me with loving ecstasy, I give them the real knowledge and real understanding. Isn't that Bhagavad Gita? Yeah. Okay. So I give that understanding to my friends and my disciples, those who take shelter here. You get what nobody else can give you. None of these gurus can give you because they don't worship like this. If they do, prove it. And they can't. Not even one. Not even one will even come here to discuss. So what is that to me? It's all illusion, man. And I tell you, you have confidence in this preaching, you'll chant like the people here, some of the faithful devotees. I don't have any faith in illusion. I like to take it away. Get rid of it. It's in the way, isn't it? Isn't it the way? When I realized in ISKCON that my guru was just in the way, I got rid of it. Literally. Just like Bhagavatam says, get it out of the way. It was in the way. He wasn't meant to be there. He was mundane, material, idle. You think Krishna does not like when we remove idols? He doesn't. Do you think he likes idol worship?
No.
He likes the worship of those who can liberate us. And those are the real devotees, the real devotion, and the signs and the symptoms of that. The ones who are liberated souls. I should put my focus, my meditation on them and no one else.
Absolutely.
None. Not Sadhguru either. And I have no faith in Sadhguru or any of those guys like that. He doesn't even talk about God. He doesn't even believe in God. Why should I believe? I believe in the preaching of our line. And it's so good, so pristine. Krishna taught Brahma. I like. I love these words of truth. Krishna taught Brahma. Brahma, anything devoid of a relationship with me is my illusory energy. If you understand this, you will be free forever. And that's all the bullshit millions upon millions of people are talking about in this world. It's devoid of a relationship with God. Anybody that is relating their life and their words to that Lord, even though they may not say Krishna, it may be Christ, it may be Ram, or God or the Great Spirit has some substance and the Lord likes it. You know why I know? Because I feel it in here. But Sadhgurus, it's all mental stuff. It's an illusion. Tantalizing here. Oh, wow, you're so great. Now people say, you see, why are you so critical? Why? Because the cheese is not there. The ultimate goal of life is not realized there. People need to know it. If you think it is, if you think that is like this, that's an illusion. Because it's not. I think I need a throat lozenge, Tom. Where do I get one of those? Tom's in deep meditation today. That's great. So, you want to share anything, Tom? Share something with us. Give us a word.
I'm starting to feel this real substance, and it's empowering uh, the truth and not the illusion. It's not on the illusionary level. It's on the real Satchidananda level,
Yeah.
and I feel this. Yeah, it's real empowering, real substance, and it's um, all the other energies, they disappear, they dissolve in the background of this.
Yeah. I think it might be a little hard for new people when they come. They might have to spend time with you guys a little bit. They may misunderstand. This is the thing.
We do that.
Yeah. You guys take care of them. Teach them a little bit. It's not easy to understand. They think I'm mad or something. Really, I'm not mad at all. They really don't have. It's just a show. It's a show that makes it. See, loud shouts moves on this energy out. Or can. Unless you believe in it. If you believe in that stuff, whoa, so, these guys, so people may misunderstand, but I'm just pointing out the truth here. And so that's, anyway, it'll all work out. Go ahead there, read on there. Let's see what else we can get from there.
Demons need to be killed. And the illusion needs to be killed, really, because otherwise, indeed, like you say, Guru Maharaj, this tree needs to be protected and needs to grow. And, take out the weeds.
Yeah, it needs, weeds. And also you need people with firm commitment, which is not blind. I mean, I also looked around, I went and tried this. And I think I took initiation about 4 times. From different gurus, they all say, oh, we got the real thing, we got the better thing, in the line, they're all, we got the real thing. That you, okay, let's show me. All right, let's see. And anyway, now I'm very happy. I came in with this, was very easily awakened, and I'm here to teach this on the order of even Prabhupada, that all these Prabhupada disciples are talking about. I will prove it, because this is all really true. We're, showing that this is really true, because Radha and Krishna are here. The name is here and the devotion is here. There you go, man. That's the path, is the devotee. You got to be that path, man. You got to chant the holy name with great ecstatic love. That means you've got Radha and Krishna, not just Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Ram Hare. Yeah, where's Radha? Oh, she's there. Yeah, where? Oh, we hide her.
Then you're not really chanting. What are you doing then?
No. Where's Radha and Krishna? Because where Radha is, Krishna is. See, that means where you see a real guru, that's where Radha and Krishna are, not the dry-eyed ones who are just putting it in the post. They're like the Pope. We got a lot of Vaishnava gurus who are like the popes, and it's just mundane, man. Just like the Pope now, people put horns on that guy. There's a lot that with horns in Vaishnavism, because they worm their way into all religions. See? And you want shelter that, you got to find somebody who has taken shelter of Krishna or God and has the protection. The protection because they have the name, the full name, Hare Krishna, Radha Krishna, protecting them in all ways. It's all you need. You want to get that protection, you better come here, because we got it. And it's doubtful that others have it, because they don't, unless they show the symptoms. Why? You want to be in doubt? Well, maybe they got it, maybe they don't. Maybe they, how are you going to overcome doubt like that? No, you got to be assured. You got to see, are we not preaching the real philosophy? The whole name is Radha and Krishna chanted, and that you got to see the ecstasy of that. And you notice, what am I talking about, man? That's the realization that comes from this ecstasy. That's the clarity that comes from this ecstasy. That's the logic that comes from this ecstasy. That's the reason that comes from this ecstasy. It's got to be better than anything you see out there. See? And it will be, because if there's ecstasy there, it'll be better than all the teachings where that ecstasy isn't. Only Radha knows Krishna and can present Krishna as he is in this world, and present the pastimes of Radha and Krishna in the correct, proper way. Know these. If you don't got this ecstatic, intimate worship showing that you're really hooked into the trunk of the Chaitanya tree and have the love of Radha and Krishna dancing in your heart, then you cannot present like here. That's why if you want quality, you want gold, you got to go where gold is, right? Yes or no? Okay. So you come here. That's why I say, come here and listen and see for yourself. Is real gold here? Is real gold here or not? And then when you see there's real gold here, then you can say, oh, there's only silver there, or there's iron there, or there's this there. Otherwise, you don't know. You got to know where real gold is. See? And then, so you see, you hear, you get purified, then you get spiritual experiences, right? And then you get more intimate with God. See, this is the path here. You just, right now, there's a lot of association. Take advantage, people, while you can. Don't think, some people, they barely come and all this stuff. Take advantage. You think this is always, this may or may not be here, may disappear. Look what 550 years after those sannyasi roots, what happened to the Krishna consciousness? Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, go ahead, read on.
Okay. Lord Chaitanya thought, my name is Vishvambara, one who maintains the entire universe. Its meaning will be actualized if I can fill the whole universe with love of Godhead.
See, it's not actualized yet until that happens. See, otherwise, what do we're maintained? The Lord, in his Vishnu form creates what we got, and Brahma, creating our bodies, and we're breathing, right? We're breathing, we're eating the food, transform, maintaining us, yeah. But are we actualized yet? Are we fully realized? No, love of God does it. Finishing work, man. See, now, we're alive now. Our soul is alive in our human bodies. We also eat, we drink, we breathe, and all that stuff. But there's something more. Love of God is awakened in our hearts. Love for the transcendental Lord, not love for money. That's materialist. They're still just breathing, eating, all this, and because they're not awakened yet, their soul is not awakened, and loving Krishna, right? Loving God, loving Christ, because that's not awakened. It's not fully realized. The Lord is thinking, I'm not a success for that person. I'm not a success for Bill Gates. I'm not a success for Acharya Dave. I'm not a success yet. It's not fully realized, because if it was, they'd be crying torrents of tears and laughing like a madman. Oh, that's the love of God, Lord Chaitanya brought, didn't he? Are we not bringing that forth into this world also? Wow, we must be a real vine or a branch on that tree, hooked into the real tree, the real trunk. That's what it's all about, man. Is it pretty clear, isn't it? It's amazing. I'm amazed myself at this clarity. This is all because of the mercy of Radha and Krishna and Lord Chaitanya and all their wonderful associates. Man, I can just rest in their lap. I just love it, man. I don't need any Sadgurus. And I only mention, I have nothing against Sadguru. He's kind of nice, I like his motorcycle, actually. He's got a nice motorcycle, Harley Davidson, man. You used to see him when he's got his leathers on, man. Guys knows how to live. Just put in the lap. I don't, Sadhguru, you're out there. You're part of my preaching. Thank you very much, man. You're going to get some brownie points for this. And Acharya Devs and Radhanas and all of that, I don't need you guys except for preaching. You're very valuable for this preaching because the highest truth has to be distinguished from illusion. I'm sorry, if you don't have Radha and Krishna, then you're not the highest truth manifested in this world yet. And people need that. They need a real guru hooked into the real tree of Lord Chaitanya. But if you are, you'll have those tears. You'll know what I'm talking about. And you'll say, Gohar, you're preaching right. And if you don't do that, you're not hooked into the tree. Because this is the truth. This is more logical than any other thing that I can see. Who's preaching this? Who's preaching as it is? Who's preaching, hey man, where is Radha and Krishna? And in whose temple is Radha and Krishna dancing? And if Radha and Krishna in those temples, you get real darshan, not the statue, the two-dimensional pictures that people keep putting on my face. No, just why don't you put the face of the gurus here? Why don't you put Lalita's picture all over the internet there? She's got ecstatic devotion. Why don't you put her picture there? Because Radha and Krishna are alive, dynamically working in devotees here. What the heck are you doing? Two-dimensional pictures. Where are the tears in those pictures? Where's the ecstatic laughter? You got living devotees with the living God in them here. You wonder why I get excited. I don't know. It's fun. It's kind of dramatic, man. Keep you around 3 or 4 hours. Otherwise, if you're not on the edge of your seat going with the popcorn, how would you stay around? But isn't that really it, man? I'm tired of the people passing around pictures of Krishna and Radha, but where are the tears? Here you got to, pass her picture around. I do that. I put a nice picture, I put a thing, picture of devotees, living devotees. Can you imagine? You guys are not you should be plastering the whole internet with pictures of living devotees and not Trump. Oh, look at Trump. He's famous. Let's put his picture. Oh, Radhanath. Yeah? Are tears coming out of his eyes? Is ecstatic devotion coming out of his heart? You see him laughing like a madman, like a madwoman like her? No? Well, then why don't put reality here? Why don't you put the real gurus out there? She's a real guru, man. She's a real example of the path. The keys to the kingdom are given to her. Yes or no? Am I lying? Or can you see for yourself? Especially after I yell a little bit, starts to make more sense, like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna clear the cobwebs out, man. I like Lolita. She says, well, Gohar, he has to rest his voice a little bit so he can yell.
Yeah. I start to do it as well.
Yeah, that's potency. Yeah. Flee from hey man, like father, like son. The Lord Chaitanya used to loud shouts. Advaita, loud shouts. Nityananda, loud shout. Yeah, it comes. It's part of the process, man.
It's pleasing Krishna so much.
Yeah, it's a little hard on the vocal cords sometimes. Man, it's a burden of love. They'll have to do it. Yeah. Yeah, the real path is the real path, man. People could say, oh, you're so offensive to no, I'm just pointing out. The thing is, hey, man, if you're qualified, if you're a guru, I'll name you, Radhanath, if you're qualified of really a branch on the Chaitanya tree, being a real, you got the sannyasi garb, right? You got the title Guru Dev. You got the title I represent Radha and Krishna, right? Well, do you? Yes or no? All of you thousands of gurus in ISKCON or wherever you are, do you represent the transcendental Lord as a Christian? Hey, man, do you represent Jesus Christ in this world? Yeah. Do you have the devotional ecstasy that we can't even see? You didn't see it in Jesus you don't read about it, but you read about it in the disciples of Jesus. They got it manifested. You have that? Do you have what the early disciples, what the Christians do? They do what these people do now in Vaishnavism. Same bullshit. You know what they say? Oh, that was just for the early Christians, the Holy Spirit. No more. Because they don't got it and they don't know. They're not in the real line. They're false followers now. Same thing with these devotees here. Oh, that was only for Lord Chaitanya's devotees, that bhakti. That bhakti isn't around. I was in the Narayan Raj group and they said the same thing. Oh, well, that kind of bhakti isn't around now. Oh, that they said it, because it wasn't manifesting like that. Oh yeah, that was just for them. Well, we're here to prove them wrong. See, we're here to start this tree again. Here. It has to be started. It has to be. Person has to take the responsibility out of a planter of this, right? What are you guys getting? Well, what I enjoy, right? I enjoy being hooked to this Chaitanya tree and loving the love of Radha and Krishna. And you guys are witnessing, hey, yeah, he's not as crazy as you guys are thinking. We're getting it here. We love this. We're feeling spiritually protected, spiritually stronger every day. It's getting better and better and better, ever fresh, right there. You're an example. What do you think Guru is? You're an example of the real path. That's why I say, that's Guru. You're an example of you chant Hare Krishna in ecstasy. The Lord comes to you every day. Hey, man, you can't be a better example than that. Which one of you gurus out there are like that? That's all. I'm just using you to point out the difference between the truth and still some illusion. You need some better clarity here. See? And if you don't listen to this preaching here, you guys stay unclear. We'll prove to you that this is my weapons. Your weapons out there, if you're not realized soul, your weapons are some level of illusions. Speculations. That's your weapons. Well, I got my weapons too, right? We got our weapons here. Our weapons are the truth. The weapons are the experience of worshiping Radha and Christian ecstasy. I love that weapon. Fantastic. And all of these truths that come from that. Isn't this reasonable? Wouldn't you say? We're reasoning, we're wrestling with principalities, illusions and illusionists, man, try an illusion here, man. We're wrestling, we're wrestlers here, like Krishna in that wrestling arena came to wrestle the illusion, right? He won, didn't he? And we'll win also. Krishna always wins. If you're empowered by Radha and Krishna, you can't lose, right? I already won, man. My soul is done, man. And I'm here to wrestle I want to wrestle some friends here, man. Come here, let's wrestle. Some illusion here. Yogesh, what does he say? Namaste. Thanks for spreading knowledge and awake to the world. All right. This world needs more and more best human being like you. Okay, great. Thank you for liking our preaching. Amy, my girl is here. All right, man.
Wow.
My friend Amy, she's fantastic. Is she great? You like to talk to her there, Lalita?
I only talked once and I wrote a lot of times, but she doesn't answer.
Oh, yeah.
So I will call her.
I call her. You got to just pester her a little bit. Then she'll
Pester?
Just have to, it's a language thing. Okay, read on that. Let's see.
One who maintains, the entire universe.
Read the whole verse again. It's so good.
Okay. Yeah, it's very good. Lord Chaitanya thought, my name is Vishvambara, one who maintains the entire universe. Its meaning will be actualized and can fill the whole universe with love of Godhead.
You know, isn't it, the Lord is such a secret, the real Lord, you know? He's such a secret to the world. People don't give him any credit, right? I'm not say some people do. If you're really enlightened, that's what you do. You give the Lord the credit. He's maintaining everybody and everything. People just exploiting the resources here, right? They go and they take things, they mine things. It's like, but they don't, there's usually not a lot of gratefulness. They just do it, you know. This it basically rape the earth and rape the resources, use them and all that, without giving the gratefulness back, saying, "Thank you, Lord. Thank you for these resources, you know, to live and all that." So, and that's not surprising because when you're this is all you're seeing in the world is the resources, is the opulences of God. You very easily get enamored by them. You become one with them, actually, because he has these resources in the dark. You become your consciousness becomes darkened. See, you lose the truth that there's a spiritual potency, a spiritual manifestation of God. You lose touch with it. You don't even look over there because you don't know where to look. Therefore, that's why Gurudev comes. That's why the line comes. See, even that's why ultimately you need the real guru, a living guru. What do? They point you over beyond speculation to the real manifestation of God in its completeness. They show you and then they teach you, because to those, see, Bhagavad Gita 10:10 again, that is a universal verse. To those who worship Krishna, God, with loving ecstasy. See, that's the pure love of God, pure transcendental emotion awakened. The soul is awakened in that person. They get the real knowledge and real understanding. See, and that's guru. They point you. They take disciples and say, God, here's the Lord. Here's what he is, Satchidananda. And if you don't see Satchidananda in a guru over there, they're just a withered vine. They're not alive yet. They're like a Christmas tree with all these ornaments, but there's no lights. Why is this so hard to understand for people?
The light is on.
You know, but until you're lit up, you can't see that. You think, there's all these thousands of gurus, thousands of Christmas trees. There's no lights on them. I don't know any difference. I see a lot of ornaments. I see a sannyasi, and I got the tila. They got the tila, and they got the ornaments. You know, they're looking good, and they got the rubber stamps from their group, and yeah. But can they deliver you? Well, probably they say they can, and they adjust the philosophy, give you checklists and all this stuff, and I guess it's the way it is. Well, the thing is, all you need is, first of all, you go and see who's lit up. You know, where the tree is lit. See, that is what people need to see. Then when you see one lit tree, then all of a sudden you can see what else, all the thousands that aren't lit. This is what the early disciples saw. They saw one lit tree, Jesus Christ. And the others were blinded. The Pharisees blinded how? False ego, wanting to be name and fame and be big things, and hypocrisies and all that. They blinded them. But those who are meant to see, they come. Those who are meant to see what we're preaching here, the honesty of it, the clarity of it, the reasonableness of it, and the best of all, the ecstasy of it. They will come and see and partake and appreciate. It's like Amy. Oh, this is so good. It is good, and if your heart is good, because all these things, all the verses come for you guys. Blessed are the pure in heart, they shall see God. That's an Amy. Her heart is pure. in that way. She may say, oh, no, I'm just, and I'm just stupid woman and all that. But you will not be able to appreciate this preaching unless your heart is actually in God.
Then you're receptive, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. So, and if our hearts is not so pure, that's okay. You come here, it'll get more purified. Why not? Because you're around pure-hearted devotees who worship in ecstasy. You know, and none of the devotees here that are worshiping like that ever think, well, I'm a pure-hearted. No, we do this for purification of the heart. That's all. The Lord is the spotlessly pure. Radha and Krishna, Lord, let us just praise you. And praise your devotees whose hearts are purified. See? Purified is a better word than pure heart. People think that's static. It's a noun. No. Is your heart being purified? Can we see the symptoms of Radha and Krishna out there washing their clothes? You're their clothes. I feel I'm just, hey, wash me, lordships. I'm your clothes, man. Wash me. You're the purifiers. What am I? You're the soap and the water. I'm here in this world, dealing with all this stuff and these disciples and these problems and this and that and the world coming crashing down. Hey, man, I just come to you every day, right? Don't we come to them? They just keep washing the clothes. You guys, I can't get any help out there with all this bullshit going on. I heard Lily says, I don't watch all that bullshit that Gohari puts on the New World Order. I don't care about that. I just want to I just want to love Radha and Krishna.
I just follow you.
Doesn't care. And Janaki said, yeah, I don't read that stuff. Yeah, I don't listen to it. I let Gohari. Yeah, I let Gohari deal with all this stuff. I just want Radha.
That's what we both think.
He can do it, and just tell me what I need to hear about it.
That English is too difficult for me. It takes me out.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. You're better off without it.
Follow you because
me and Tom will keep abreast of all this stuff in the world.
Janaki has a long tongue. Or you feel it every day.
Well, she gives me your hug, so I get a few other things too. Ladies, they love to talk. And I get it. She says I shouldn't say that. I'm not going to say. Oh, come on. I get it. I needle it out. Oh yeah, that's all right. I won't say anything, but.
You like gossip, yeah, okay.
I like the gossip, man. I want to hear it. It's like Lord Ram. He would spy in this community. He'd go and see it what his subjects were thinking about him. Yeah, go ahead, read on. Let's see what else we can get out of this mine here. It's like a mine, isn't it? See, a mine, collect the valuable tools.
Oh my God! Yeah, it's a mine. That's a good picture.
Yeah, people like gold, man, but you can't get this taste from this gold. I got a couple coins, but it's like it's just this metal. I try to get a little Ross from it, but I'm spoiled, man. This is the gold, man. This is the jewels.
You can leave all the rest behind you if you have this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thinking is in this way he accepted the duty of a planter. Like you do, Guru Maharaj.
Yeah, Prabhupada told me, come on, accept the duty. You've been in the closet long enough, man. You got my books, man. What do you think I wrote the books for? For them to stay Vaidhi Bhaktas? To just build external temples and look at deities like that? No, come on, show them your temple and Radha and Krishna are rocking and rolling in there, man. Come on, man. Take the duty of a planter. See, that's what he said. You need the order of guru. They either come in the living guru or in in the dream. Like when they're here, they may mention, and or in a dream, and then you can do the work as a planter. Otherwise, how is this going to be carried on? Yeah, look, if I wasn't preaching like this would not be happening here. It would just, you guys would still be kind of still bamboozled a little bit and a little bit oppressed by these. You're trying to get Radha and Krishna. Who's going to help you? See, you got to plant this tree. See, that's what we're doing here. And if anybody has the greed, you want this, you guys are witnesses. You want to chant like Lalita Ganga and Johan there. Well, you got to follow the path that they're teaching. They represent the verses in the book. So when they come across them, you'll notice, you'll be able to speak about them. Like Lalita, she comes across the verses now because she's an example. She can speak about them, right? Isn't that the way it works? See, you got to be the example of the verses. And when Radha and Krishna are in your heart, you become it naturally. Isn't that amazing? All you need is Radha and Krishna in your heart, and all of a sudden you become the verses because they are the verses. And you are connected and communing with them. Therefore, all the understanding you need is there. All the understanding you need to deliver a whole universe of disciples is there. What? I don't need to carry around all that knowledge and all that understanding and information. They got it. If it's needed, well, they just pour it out there. We just worship, right? We just have fun with them. We play with them. Isn't it Vrindavan? Isn't that what they're doing there? What the heck are they doing? They're playing with Krishna, and Krishna's playing with them. What are we doing here? We're just playing with Radha and Krishna and the devotees, right? We're talking about the devotees and what they teach and all these things here for 4 or 5 hours. And Mr. Wolf comes and says, oh, you think plays it down. Oh, you think your 4 or 5 hour a day classes are anything? No, 24 hours a day you should be. I got to give. You think I can use this voice to just 24 friggin' hours doing this? How about 4 or 5 hours is pretty good for one stint. And then we come back, don't seem to stop, right? We come back. You guys come back. I come back. It's 24 hours combined effort. Some time of the day, somebody's on. Out of enthusiasm, right? It's nice to get on there. We're now competing for spots. Johan's got a lot of energy. He's always got, hey, I want to do this. I want to do this. See, this is it. Enthusiastic devotional service. I want to get down and chant. I want to do a singing kirtan. Yeah. I'm going to do that. This is the way, it's wonderful. Banana kirtan.
Cacophony.
Yeah, cacophony, whatever that is. Yeah. Okay, go ahead there, read on.
Thinking in this way, he accepted the duty of a planter, and he began to grow a garden in Navadvip. Thus the Lord, he brought the desire tree of devotional service to this earth, and he became its gardener.
Yeah, desire tree. See, people, they get their desires fulfilled in God. This is the secret. It's like when Dhruva Maharaj wanted a kingdom, right? And he went to Krishna. And was given a mantra from his guru, Narada Muni. See, it became successful just from that. When you take a real guru, you'll become successful when you're really faithful to a real living guru. You notice Narada Muni was alive. They're always alive. That's why if you're really fortunate and you've been praying to Krishna enough, he'll give you a living guru to finish the job. What I see, it's not easy to finish the job for most people in the world, right? You are examples of that. Where would you be without this association? Nowhere. Yeah. So that's because that's the way the verses are. When you're ready to be delivered, you get a living guru, man, a living minister, a living preceptor. They finish the job. When you have equal faith in them and your mind's not going around, I don't know, am I in the right place? Or what about Sadhguru and these other people and all of that stuff? No, I got a real guru because, the Lord has sent me one. I don't need anything else. Everything is there. They're a desire tree. Yes or no? I get all my desires fulfilled on this path, man, with this guru hooked into the whole line, man. Right? Whole line is accessible now. You depart from the living branch, whether they're here or not. Because when you got a living guru and then say he disappears and then you go somewhere else, boo, you lost it, man. Many with Bhaktisiddhanta lost it. With Prabhupada lost it. They departed. And it's not surprising because a lot of them didn't get what persons that can stay on the branch. They're the one. That's why there's shiksha. This shiksha is needed so you can get strong in real bhakti and stay with only real devotees who have real devotion, that are real devotees of God. That's why a real devotee of God, I can look amongst Christians and say, this is a real brother. This person is sincerely worshiping the Lord. Or I can go to a Muslim, or I can go to a Vaishnava and find, this person is really hooked into their Lord, or not yet. See, this is it. That's how you transcend sectarianism. You know the essence. It's a devotion. You become like the Lord. Not the Lord, like the Lord. The Lord is wherever devotion is, that's where he is, right? Wherever Radha is, that's where he is. You become like that. Wherever devotion is, that's where my Lord is. And I don't acknowledge any other place. I just break those false deities, just like Advaita. Advaita would pay obeisances to deities, and if they were not properly installed, they would break. It's right here. Hey, man, this is, we put the test. If the deities break, Radha and Krishna is not properly installed in this guru, this teacher, this Brahmin. Not properly installed. You shouldn't be worshiping there. That's idolatry. See? This is gold standard here. Do you want to be an idol worshiper? Worship where the transcendental potency is not in that temple of that body. Not activated. It's dormant. That person is just a tree, Christmas tree without any lights yet. So that's why you got to go to this is only passed on through the real devotees who have real devotion because they got the real conclusive truth about Krishna. Pretty narrow gate, huh, to pass through. Really kind of, what do you call, it X's out a lot of things, huh? Didn't you see? I mean, if I'm not like the teachings of Jesus, you haven't found the real path. That's what he said is what is being done here. He was like the real, out of all those teachers and teachings, and there were so many back then, he was that one jewel, that one gold standard. See? That's Lord Chaitanya. That's his devotees especially when they're alive. They're still like that, but who has realized that? They're still alive. They're alive for me. I just open my mouth and there they are. Lalita also. Open them up. There they are, Symptoms, signs of being anointed with their presence and their mercy. Yeah. So that's why, hey man, if you hear this preaching and you hear it enough, you'll see, I found the narrow gate. I found a real devotee that's hooked into the real trunk of the Chaitanya tree. There's only one out of thousands of devotees like this. Those others are aspiring for that. We're here to help them if they realize their good fortune now. They realize where the real connection is. So any sincere persons, wherever they are, I don't care who you are, you want to perfect your worship, you have to be around those whose worship is perfecting. Like at this level. Are you on this level? Just are you any honest people out there? Are you on this level here of worship that you see going on in this Sangha? Well, most aren't. And until you acknowledge that, you stay more or less where you are and snail along in your practice. Here you step on here, you're stepping on the elevator. You go right up the mountain very fast, almost so fast. Oh, it was slow down. No, stay on the elevator. Just go up. Go ahead there, Lolita.
The Lord brought the desire tree of devotional service to this earth, and he became its gardener.
See, that's proof that it's here. Proof that it's here is if you're hooked into the real Radha and Krishna, you don't want anything else but them. See? They fulfilled all your desires. That's what the Lord brought here, the real Radha and Krishna, not a mixture, not an alloy. Oh, I'll be into God and Jesus Christ or Radha and Krishna, and I got all these material motives. No. Real devotees have their desires fulfilled in them and only them. Their desire is fulfilled. That's what the tree that they brought. That's the tree that's here. That's those who want other things, who want to be big teachers and gurus and all that other things. They they exit out until they realize, oh, let me come there for Radha and Krishna. That's the only real treasure here. Is the ability to chant the holy name with great ecstatic love. And this way you realize, oh, Krishna's name is sublime, is supreme, is amazing. Because devotion awakens, and you can understand. If devotion awakens, your soul awakens. See, now you got real soul. See, you find your real mate. When your soul awakens, when devotion awakens, you find your real mate is God. Right? Yeah. All desire, this is what everybody's been looking for and is looking for, whether they know it or not, is to find their soulmate, and that's the Lord. We're all built for it. Everybody, demons, demigods, human beings, angels, saints, sages, all of us are in this together in that way. See? So the Lord brought the desire tree, and we've planting that desire tree again. But we got to be examples. We got to you cannot teach this without tasting this fruit. So the Lord keeps telling me, just keep tasting the fruit and all will be well. Okay?
True.
Yeah, go ahead,
He
Rita.
sowed the seed. And he sprinkled upon it the water of his will.
Sow the seed. What is that seed? That seed is the attachment for Krishna.
Yeah.
The seed is this bhakti, this awakening. See, this is initiating your spiritual life by awakening your spiritual body to where it begins to have a natural taste for worshiping God beyond rules and regulations. Taste, affection, attraction. Oh, I like to read Chaitanya Bhagavat. You can't like to read these books, these advanced books, without this Bhakti Lata Bij. There are people who read it for some other motive. Well, I'll read this and I'll teach this because it's the highest thing. You know how many people do like that? I'll teach about Radha and Krishna because it's the highest thing. And everybody will give me acclaim because he's saying Radhe, Radhe, Radhe. But that's all without the awakening.
Oh, yeah.
Therefore, you don't get the real deal.
So much blah blah and proud.
Yeah, you gotta get it like this. See, so this is Bhakti Lata Bij. This is given by the real guru. Not everybody gets it. Because if you come here and you're not sincere, you have some other motive, you'll get something else. You'll get like maybe like Prabhupada called it the Gyan Bij. You'll get really intellectual, and you'll just be interested in speculations and being a speculator. Like some people here, I hear them, and their understanding is still not good and clear because they're not following like persons like Lalita. You cannot. You can think you can cheat Krishna and the world and people and even devotees here, but you can't cheat the real devotees or the real Krishna. You can cheat yourself of this. See, but I just listen to anybody here, and I tell them whether they're speculating or not, or how clear they are, or how unclear they are. Yeah, because it's always the motives why they're here. Oh, I think I'm just as good as Gaur Hari Das. Oh, you think so? It's not like I'm thinking. I don't think I'm as good as I'm just getting the mercy. I'm just partaking of the mercy here. The Lord is it's just like a flute. Just yeah, man, keep on blowing there, Lord. Just keep your tune going. It's all just bringing forth, bringing down. Bringing into this world. Nobody can compete with this. You just got to follow the real process and you become like this naturally. And then there's no false ego. Otherwise, I'm also as good as Gaur Hari. See, people like that, their realizations stink.
You got the order of Srila Prabhupada, and the proof is us. It's working. So you got the order, nobody else.
Yeah.
That's why it works.
That's why it works. And when you'll become like that naturally. You become like your guru in the right way, not trying to jump over all these other things, not being a real disciple. That's why, hey man, if you're not glorifying your guru, okay, learn from Lalita. Keep, pray for the mercy. She knows. Persons like her know. Whoever has got the ecstatic devotion becoming the fruit, they just naturally look at Johan. Example, you see how dedicated, even with all his ecstasy, how dedicated is the guru. See, so that's where you get the mercy from devotees like that. They may not always handle you. It's always happened even with Lord Chaitanya. They may not handle you properly, and you go there. They may, like be a little bit, whatever it is, doesn't matter. Still, they got the mercy. And maybe, sometimes they're a little more strict than I am, actually. Why are you doing it like Govinda? What is this? Gurudev. Hey man, he might be a little bit raw. Hey man, that's why that's why you see the solid devotees. You got to go by their example, get their mercy, and you'll become, in that mood. And you can't do it artificially. You got to get the mercy to be, it's just progressive. But you're on the train, man. Everybody's on the train. Go ahead, read on.
All glories to Sri Madhavendra Puri, the storehouse of all devotional service unto Krishna.
See, where is it stored? That's the secret. Back then, there was very few devotees like that, if any. There was Madhavendra Puri. This kind of love of God where you cry, you laugh, and choke up and all that was in him. He was a storehouse for that. See, and then he got the order. He got a dream. Krishna said, because of your ecstatic love, see, you're a storehouse. I'm going to deliver the world. That's what's going on here. Because, see, I got the order of Prabhupada, the blessing of Krishna came to my second disciple. Because of your guru, you got my darshan. See, always same, isn't it? Same thing. Prabhupada comes, said, yeah, now preach like this as my approval. See, now we're here to the world will be delivered because of this ecstatic love. This makes us flutes for Krishna's real song, beautiful song, deliverance, song of deliverance for people. Does that make sense? It's always the same. You got to see where persons have this kind of mercy, like Madhavinda Puri. See, he's a storehouse. Oh, the storehouse became Ishvara Puri. Why? Because he served his guru sincerely, like Lalita serves her guru. You see, it's always like that. And Ramacharya Puri is the example of not serving the guru the right way. He was Mayavadi. He wanted to be liberated. He wanted to be equal with his guru. See, he didn't get this ecstatic love. All through his life, he could not partake of transcendental mellows. Yeah, he couldn't even give proper respect to Lord Chaitanya or the devotees because he didn't love his guru like Ishvara Puri did. See, if you find the real line, you find a real guru like that has that kind of ecstasy and that kind of intimacy with the Lord, is used by the Lord to deliver others. This is the real line. You don't have a guru like that has those symptoms and that revelation and realization, you haven't found deliverance yet. So that's all here. Where else is it? I haven't seen it anywhere. All no shows, saying, we got it, but no. Or, okay, if you have it, well, why? Then people are not getting delivered, because if you don't show this kind of worship, how is anybody going to get any greed for it? How are you going to want it? If Lalita, if you don't see a witness, then how you got to see we work together as a team. What is this? Like Christina just leaves this thing. You think you're going to preach on your own? What kind of preaching is that? We work together as a team, and people are getting liberated. This is teamwork. I can't do it on my own. You can't do it on your own. We work together as a team. It's a family affair, isn't it? Always been a family affair. You know, Jesus Christ and his disciples, they were his friends and his family. Okay? And now, also, if you're really part of Jesus and you have the Holy Spirit, you will feel related to other family members. Okay? And it's the same here. It's even expanded more because I feel the family there, but they can't feel family here yet.
No, that's unbelievable, huh? I also feel that they are my family, but they don't feel it with me.
You don't feel it.
Some feel that I'm drunk.
Yeah.
They say, oh, you look drunk, and
Yeah,
wow. But
they
when I
like
talk about you, it's finished.
Yeah. So that's how it is, and that's why they're different DOMs. See, our Lord is so fantastic, man. It's so amazing. All lords are in him. Everyone. You get Lord Chaitanya, you get Radha and Krishna, you get Lord Ram, you can go like Narada Muni, any Dham. I can go to Jesus Christ Dham, his kingdom, be with the angels, I could be with the saints, I could do, but if they can understand this consciousness, then they can see we're brothers, and it's not an illusion, it's not a false god or anything. But even in Vaikuntha, not all have this consciousness. If they want to get it, they have to associate with those who are really hooked into Lord Chaitanya's manifestation. He's given everything. Every form that you cherish or want to cherish, is you get unrestricted with access with Lord Chaitanya to all the kingdoms. Because when Radha and Krishna are in you, all the kingdoms come from them. They know them all. They know the mentalities of all of them and all the people there. They don't disturb anything unless it's meant to be disturbed. We're here to do a little disturbance of the Vaidhi level. We help people come on to the deeper platform. But within Lord Chaitanya are all the avatars. That's why we can relate. That's why when I was going back and forth from Jesus to Krishna, I learned that. I learned, I see it. When I'm totally with Jesus, I couldn't be in Lord Chaitanya. But when I was in Lord Chaitanya, and then I could be in Radha and Krishna and Jesus Christ. Oh my God, I understood the Bible even better. And then gradually I started thinking, oh, I see, everything is in you, Lord. That's why I'm with now convinced.
It's good that you did that.
Now I preach this, and look at Eric. He's still trying to figure it out, bouncing back and forth. He's a bouncer, back and forth, back and forth. Christine's a little into that now. And others who, and they try and think, oh, it's in Jesus. Well, if I found personally, and it works, that in Lord Chaitanya is Jesus, and everyone, all of them in there, and just get a more clearer picture of everything. Okay? So, yeah, so that's why, hey man, this is what we got here is priceless treasure. And if people can't appreciate it, too bad for you right now. But, we'll keep on preaching and try to pull you in. We're fishermen of men, man. I'm fishermen of Christians, fishermen of Muslims, fishermen of people in the world. We'll fish anywhere, man. Where are there fish? Let's fish. Pull some fish into the kingdom here, man. Fish them out of this illusion. We have all this knowledge, all this ecstasy, all these tools, all this association. This is a very valuable place. I ain't ashamed to proclaim it to the world. You show me. It's why if you don't spend 30 days here trying to figure it out, you don't really want God. I don't care how nice your dhoti is. That's proof is in the pudding. You don't spend 30 days trying to find out what is here after seeing all of this stuff, then you don't really want God. You want something else. The same thing. People leave here. Oh, you leave here, you want something else very badly. So badly it's taking you away. Yeah. No, everything to me. You stay here. Gradually, you'll recognize. Wow, this is gold, man. This is gold, and this is jewels. This is fabulous. Oh my God, I'm so easily liberated. Wow, just by chanting the holy name and eating this fruit, man, everything is made perfect. Okay, you need a guru like that.
Yeah,
you need disciples like that here, and we got them now.
You're so empowered, so empowered. Nobody else is as empowered as you are. It's absolutely true.
It takes one to know one. She's just
I was so
talking about
mundane.
herself. Huh?
I was so mundane. I never knew that I had spiritual feelings. You walk that all up. It's all by your mercy that I had this awakening and that I'm all this part, that I'm a devotee. It's all thanks to you. It's really true.
Yeah. So you see the real path. You see this, you got to be an example of the path. Okay. That's why people will learn from you. And you see, even in our Sangha, the people are at different stages. And that's why pointing this out and say you got to see the people that really solid. They're like a sannyasi root. Stay around them, stay close and hold on. Because they're the one, you see the ones that they have a little bit of floundering in their faith and everything. Well, try to hold on to those who are getting it. You could see, just keep looking, keep observing, look, they're not being cheated by they're not, then, oh, you're just in the Gohari cult, you see you're a cult member. No, look deeply, look at what the happiness they got. If this is a cult, you'd be like, some brainless, I don't know, this Jim Jones, he's so great, man. Oh, give me the Kool-Aid to drink. Yeah. See? That's a cult. Here, you look at the people that are there, because just see, the people think that's what this guy, Marcus, he's not clear about. He's saying, oh, just by the fact you take the name guru and people are worshiping you and following your words and all that means you're a cultist. No, you got to see intelligently. There's the false guru and there's the real guru. The real guru on this gold standard is they are delivered and they can deliver you. See? They're experienced on the path of devotion. They have realized God. Therefore, you can get into the kingdom through them. That is the purpose of a real guru. You go through the door, you get into the kingdom. Okay? And what's the proof? Is a real sincere disciple. They go through the door, they're in the kingdom. Is Lalita Ganga and Johan in the kingdom? Or what? Yes or no? Can you read the scriptures and see those persons have prema? They're in the kingdom and they went through the door. So it works. So the false gurus that's okay. You go the false guru or the false spiritual master, the false acharya, the false prophet. It's always the same thing. You don't get into the kingdom like you see the ones getting in the real kingdom. Does that make sense? Can you see how Marcus only has half of the equation? We have the full deal here. See, we have the whole thing. We can preach the highest truth. Go through the real guru who is in the kingdom and you get there through them. Highest truth, right? What's the illusion? The false acharyas, the false gurus. You don't get into the kingdom through them. And proof is there, even their disciples. You got to get at least one or two in the kingdom to witness. Like Jesus got 11 of those 52. Yeah, the others fell away, but he got 11 through there. They witnessed that they were connected to the real tree of Jesus Christ. See, that's like an incarnation. He said, I'll always be the door. And you go through the door, you become the shepherd of the sheep. See, it's like I'm only a door here in this preaching because the Lord is the tree. He's the trunk. And I'll prove that I'm a real branch by bringing somebody who listened to this preaching through, right? I'm still preaching. I get my power from the trunk. Otherwise, if I don't acknowledge the trunk and its branches, then I don't get empowered. That's how it works. See, so as guru, for people here, proof is if somebody's going through this door, if it's Gohari is a cult leader or a false guru or a false prophet, you don't get into where you're getting into, some of the devotees. You don't get this ecstatic love that's confirmed in the scriptures. Proof is in the pudding. Is there a pudding in this world? And the pudding is this ecstatic worship. Thank you, Lalita, for going through the door and being part of this team to save the world. Johan, thank you. River, thank you. Anyone on this path, even if you're having troubles, thank you. Because if you stick and get through your example, well, people will look, wow, man, you went through that. You went through the purification. Wow, thank you. That's encouraging. Your life becomes encouraging for people. Wow, this is a class today, huh?
Best.
The best one? Oh, this is
The best one.
She was. That's amazing. Yeah, go ahead there, Rita.
So Madhavendra Puri, he is the desire tree of devotional service.
See, there again, you need, see, what are they trying to, see, people think, oh yeah, Madhavendra Puri, you need the living example here. The desire tree of devotional service, where you go to that person, the living person, and you get this fruit. See? Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, this is so great, man. All my desires fulfilled. I'm not looking for a man or a woman or money now or some path or a Sadguru or this guru or that guru. Man, I got my desires fulfilled. See, because my guru's hooked into the trunk, man, and that juice is flowing in this little twig, right? Didn't I hear that this morning, man? I hear everything. I'm listening. I like the little twigs full of juice.
It's a real one.
See, this is the process, you're just teaching. Tell me where you hear a more clear process. Tell me it's more conclusive, because that's where you should go. You give up 1,000 of those gurus if they're not like this. Why not? You don't think that'll please Krishna? To find the real path, to find the real door. Come on, wake up, sleeping souls. Jeev Jago. Ooh, we're shouting today, huh? This feels so good to belt out the truth. Can you imagine if people would really get what we're talking about here? Be convinced of it? How many people will enter the kingdom? Holy mackerel.
Feel it when you shout. They must feel it in their hearts. They will wake up.
Yeah, wake up, man. Yeah. This is, you got to go through the real door. That's the real spiritual master. And even those spiritual masters out there, if they get they really sincere, they will come here. If not sincere enough, if they're bewildered by, oh, I'm such a great guru and I don't care, I know so much about Prabhupada and Krishna consciousness, like the Marcuses and the Mr. Wolves out there, well, they don't get it. Not yet. Later, maybe another life. Maybe, who knows, later this life, if they, but it always comes down to accept the grace. The grace is here, man. This, to accept that you don't know about, these guys, all of you that are like Mr. Wolf and Marcus's, you have to come and see that you're basically defeated in your understanding, because you cannot compete. Nobody in ISKCON, nobody in Gaudiya Math, nobody in Gaudiya Math can compete with a person where ecstatic love has awakened in their heart. They're the only ones who have the clear understanding of the path of pure devotional service and how to get people there. No one else. Zero. If you're preaching, we're here to preach pure devotional service, how to awaken it quickly, and it's already examples here. See? You will have to have that awakening, otherwise you cannot pass this gift on. It's a gift, my friends. So all you have to do is come here and you'll get all pure. Even your purification is spontaneous. You just come here and all of a sudden, everything, you were baptized by the baptism of fire. And the Holy Spirit comes from that. Yeah. Yeah.
Simultaneously,
yeah. Fire. Yeah. Go ahead there, Rita. Let's see what else jewels we can get.
he is a desire tree of devotional service, and it is in him that the seed of devotional service first fructified.
See, so that's it, man. First fructified. See, Madhavinda Puri, read the story, my friends. What happened? He's chanting Hare Krishna, and all of a sudden he becomes really ecstatic, and the tears are coming, and so he goes on worshiping like that, and then Krishna appears and says, because of your ecstatic love, I'm going to deliver the world. See, first fructified. Where else did you see such symptoms? Nowhere. Where did you see first fructified? Here, right? And people coming that are believing in this crazy preaching, crazy wonderful preaching, crazy ecstatic preaching, crazy, powerful words, believing in this. What happens? People getting delivered. Because it's real. It first fructified here. We planted a garden again. Revival is planting the garden again. See? and it has to be preached openly. What are you talking about? Keep no show, don't show. We're not supposed to show. What Mr. Wolf says. Well, I heard you're not supposed to show. Well, we're preaching love of God. We're preaching this path as it was preached with Madhavendra Puri. People saw it. Ishvara Puri saw the ecstasy of his guru and said, whoa, I want to also worship like this. And he served his guru. He was dedicated. He loved his guru, and boom, he became like a desire tree too. And that happens here. Isn't that? Look at Lalita Ganga. Look at Johan. They heard. They believe in their guru. They serve their guru. And they get the fruit. They become a ripened fruit on that tree with the symptoms of loving Krishna. It's beautiful, isn't it? If you don't see this as beautiful, you're contaminated. That's why those people, oh, you're such a demon there, Lalita. Well, you're just contaminated. You're a projector. Just a baby, man. Yeah. Go ahead there, Lalita.
The seed of devotional the seed of devotional service next fructified in the form of Ishvara Puri.
Yeah, and how did it fructify? Ishvara Puri, he served his guru. He loved his guru, right? If you just love and serve your guru, what's going to happen? This is going to fructify in you. You see, oh, it's a gift of my guru. It's a gift of faith in my guru. My guru is ecstatic. See, my guru is like Madhavendra Puri. He was ecstatic, and my guru is ecstatic. Therefore, and then you get it, right? And you become ecstatic and you become a guru. And those who believe in your ecstasy and the witness that comes from your ecstasy, the witness, the words, the truth, they become ecstatic also. And if they don't love you and love your preaching, they don't get it. See, that's how this line works. Ishvara Puri didn't get it. He didn't love his guru. He just wanted to be equal to his guru, just like some people here, and they don't really get it, or they drop away. They drop off the tree. Here, you become a fruit, right? And you grow. The fruit just keep. You ever seen these fruits on a tree? They get so large and just kind of keep growing bigger and bigger. They don't fall off the tree, man. So you got to just eat them off the tree. Don't break them off, man. Just let them on the tree get bigger and bigger. Just eat them while they're on the tree because they heal themselves. They get skin again and they keep growing. That's the kind of fruit on this tree, man. Doesn't have to fall off. It just stays on. It gets big. You just keep eating it, and it gets more juice in there and more skin again, and very small skin. Very easy to get it at the juice.
They never die.
It keeps growing. This is the
never
tree.
die fruit.
Yeah. So it's like that. So this is the real line. See, here you see the symptoms of what you read in the book. All I'm doing is calling attention to the as it is conclusive statements there and here. You see, back and forth, till people can see, well, what's going on in Gaurari Sangha is a representation of what went on between Madhavendra Puri to Ishvara Puri, to Lord Chaitanya. That's happening here again. See, if you don't see any of these gurus worshiping the Lord in ecstasy, crying and laughing and all that stuff like Madhavendra Puri, you haven't found the real tree of this devotional service yet. You're still looking for it. You're still trying to attain it, right? We've got it, man. We got it, right? We're in it now. We're in the Lord, and the Lord is in us. See, we're in Krishna, and Radha is in us. What more do you need, man? We just stay in them, and everything goes on really nicely. We get all our spiritual feelings fulfilled. See, where's the fear, man? You fear any of that bullshit going on here that these people are fearing? No, we stay in the love of God, man. That's a high vibration, the highest vibration. This is higher than the New Age. This is higher than the celestial level. Yeah, this is higher than Politics is higher than the consciousness of Vaidhi Bhakti even.
Higher and deeper. Much higher than Vaidhi Bhakti.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. So Ishvara, and then the gardener himself, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then he became the main trunk of the tree of devotional service.
Which is natural, because who was Madhavinda Puri worshiping? Radha and Krishna. And Lord Chaitanya came. He became the main trunk just naturally because he's Radha and Krishna.
Yeah, super.
So it's natural. Yeah. And if anybody wants Radha and Krishna, you got to treasure the teachings of Lord Chaitanya. What do you think you're hearing here? If you don't treasure these teachings, you don't get Radha and Krishna, because I'm just giving you the teachings here of Lord Chaitanya as they are, and they work for me, and they're working for those who believe in these teachings, like Lalita and Johan. They're very happy campers, camping out in this world for a time, and then who knows where they'll go. Yeah.
By his inconceivable powers, the Lord became the gardener and the trunk and the branches simultaneously.
Yeah, you see how it works again? The devotees. This is inconceivable. Devotee is worshiping Krishna. See, there you go, in this worship. Radha Krishna, Hare Krishna is Radha Krishna, Radha Krishna, Radha Krishna. See? Hare Krishna, then they're meeting Ram. We see Radha and Madhava together. Ram, there's all this. See this Krishna in this worship. This is the empowered form of Krishna. Is the guru, the real spiritual master, and the real devotees are doing that. Their Krishna is there, Radha and Krishna is there in their worship, in their mantra, and their devotional service. See, and the gardener is there. They're the gardener, right? See, gardening. See, and then tasting of the fruits. The Lord is tasting simultaneously with the devotees. Now you got the full empowered Godhead there. You need that. You need that example. You need to learn how it really works, this whole thing, how the deliverance really works. These other persons, unless they're like that, they're just wannabes still. They're trying to attain Krishna. They don't quite know the way. Well, the way is here now. The way is the gardener's here. We're gardening. We're planting. We're tasting the fruits. The Lord is tasting the fruits, and we're tasting the fruits with the Lord and the lordships. Okay? So you want the real path? Well, the real path is here, manifested for a time. However long let's have to see, because contaminations, they like to come in. You notice when Lord Chaitanya disappeared, the contamination started to come in gradually. The devotees started disappearing, and therefore the contaminations came in. Matter of fact, even before they disappeared, the big sannyasis, the ones now, their renunciation, austerity is the real path. And I say, bullshit, man. No! Love of God is the path. Where is it manifested? Hey, where is that devotee like Madhavinda Puri who chants the holy name with great ecstatic devotion? Because that's where deliverance is. Whether that person is a Sudra or sannyasi, where are those internal symptoms of worship? Well, that's here, man. That's here in Guru and in the disciples. Yeah, we got quite a few coming up the ranks here. Yeah, read that last sentence again.
By his inconceivable powers, the Lord became the gardener, the trunk, and the branches simultaneously.
So that's what representing Krishna means. You got to see that kind of empowered tree in this world that represents Krishna. How Lord Chaitanya did it. How Madhavinda Puri did it. They're all gurus, right? Yeah. So the devotees, we show you how you do it. You know, how you do it is like this. It's just natural. It's like breathing for a real devotee now. Yeah, well, you just worship the Lord with, you know, you come here, you get purified, your clothes will be washed, you know, all the clothing, all those, what do you call, all those coats you have over your soul. Not only do you wash them, you throw them off, man. You don't need all these coats. Get rid of them. Have a garage sale. Give them to the offenders, man. Give them to the fault finders. Give it to Wolf over there. Give him a few more coats. You don't need all that stuff. All we need is the true process, is the association of these beautiful, exquisite devotees, you know. Here, sincere devotees here. Amy says, I love the story that Janaki Devi read last night. Great reading. Yeah, it was a great reading. It's really nice. Yeah, go ahead, read on.
I like vibrations when she
Yes, great. Yeah. So you should read some more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Paramananda Puri, Keshava Bharati, Brahmananda Puri, and Brahmananda Bharati, Sri Vishnu Puri, Keshava Puri, Krishnananda Puri, Sri Nisrima Tirtha, and Sukhananda Puri. These 9 sannyasis, these sannyasi roots all sprouted from the trunk of the tree. And as the tree stood steadfastly.
Okay, this is important here. Sprouted from the trunk of Chaitanya. See, if you're not related to that tree, you will not sprout. You will not sprout the kind of roots you see here. See, this is why you can fool yourself, you can fool neophytes, but you can't fool Radha and Krishna and their real devotees and Lord Chaitanya's real devotees. If you are really rooted in the trunk of Lord Chaitanya and really a messenger like that, then this sprout of this love of God will be here. You'll be a sprout of that, and it'll be solid. It'll be mature, and Maya will not barrel it over with their illusions and lies. You see where people are at? They come here with their lies. That shows you Vaidhi Bhakti is not strong enough. These might be even sincere devotees to that extent, but there's still lies there. There's still, you need sannyasi trunks here, whether you're sannyas externally or a sannyas internally. You're both internally sannyas. Sannyas means I'm dedicated to that trunk. Is Radha and Krishna in the form of Lord Chaitanya. I'm dedicated. I'm connected. See, I'm a branch. See, and I get my power. The sprouts come from that, and only that connection. See, what are we here for? To preach these principles of Lord Chaitanya. I don't, these are the main principles. See, and so the real devotees that are really in the real truth, and this proves the truth that Lord Chaitanya existed and exists now, is the real devotees are solidly in that trunk and sprouting. See, there are roots here in this world, rooted in ecstatic love of God, rooted in these conclusions.
I love it.
That's when you read that today, I was like, I love that, rooted in Lord Chaitanya and be sprouting from. See, sprouts, they sprout. Are you a sprout because you're in Lord Chaitanya? And if you are, there'll be ecstatic symptoms like Lord Chaitanya because you're in that juice. You'll be a juicy twig.
Yeah.
A juicy fruit.
You put it in the water, and then sprouts come.
Yeah. Sprout comes. So yeah, and so that's what people should be looking for. You got to find the real path in this life. Why not? It's here. It's being preached. Come and listen. Listen to see if you hear any preaching and you see any ecstasy better than here. Go there, and we'll go too. Actually, why not? But if you don't see any better preaching than this, better understanding than this, better reason than this, better logic than this, and best of all, ecstatic happiness, better ecstatic worship than this, then this is the place to be. Right? I mean, is that logical? Does that make clear? You know, is it okay to give up your guru or spiritual teacher or path for this? You bet your booty it is. You bet you'll be pleasing Krishna better than that, because Bali Maharaj gave up his guru, powerful guru, man, nice Brahmin. Yeah, had not a Brahminical power. He took over the whole universe, but it's still mundane. And then he found a real spiritual guru, Vamanadev, who was a Shuddha Bhakta. And he just gave it up like, oh, yeah, I'm sorry, man. I'm following Vamanadev now. Wives of the Brahmins did the same thing. See, the Bhagavatam says, yeah, leave them all. No problem. If you find the real path where the real sprout is, where is love of God sprouting, man? Where is that sprout? Well, you come here for 30 days, you'll see it every day. You see that? That's what sustains us, right? I'm only here because of that. That didn't come, I would be a dried up prune and of no value to you guys or anybody else, even myself. People think dry prunes are important, you know. I know I like plums. You like, isn't a juicy plum better? Why are you eating prunes? Many of these teachers are just prunes without this bhakti. Prune, there's no juice in there. Go where the plum is. We've been dipped in the water of what? Love of God, man. We keep dipping in there. Juice, plum. No more prune anymore. And we stay connected to the tree of devotees in this family. What happens? We stay maintained, plump. Otherwise, you start drying up and become a prune. Look at some of these ladies. Look at Mina now. I mean, come do some before and afters. I think she'll start getting it after a while. She'll start saying, God, you know, I was so juicy before. Did you see the different? Because, you know, there's visible symptoms of being in the juice. You look juicy. People are so used to looking at prune-like teachers and gurus, they don't know any difference.
They don't expect juice anymore.
Well, they never seen it, you know. Yeah, laden with juices, you know, and flavors. You know, this is how it is. Go ahead. Well, actually, you know what? I think. Well, one more verse. Keep going a little bit.
Okay. Those roots. Thank you, Guru Maharaj.
Thank you.
I love it. With the sober engraved Paramananda Puri as a central root and the other 8 roots in the 8 directions, the tree of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stood firmly.
See how it is? Around the solid root and these other roots. These are you guys. You know, look at Govinda. He's a root there. Isn't he rooted in this worship? You can learn from devotees like that. He could be anywhere. He could be there. He's rooted in the worship. He's rooted in his faith.
Yeah.
The faith that my guru has connected me to the trunk of Lord Chaitanya, and he feels it. See, by that faith, this is how you got to be in this world, and that's how you perfect your devotional service. If you don't do that while the guru is alive, while I'm alive here, you're going to have to finish it off with shiksha. You got to show that example, like Lalita and Johan, firmly fixed wherever you are. Look, I'm not in the personal association of Johann. He's given this client. He's free. Why? Because he's firmly faithful in the real path, in the real devotees, in the real understanding. See, it roots you to the real tree, and then you're in different directions, man. You're over in that direction in UK and Belgium or wherever you are.
There is no distance for the Lord. We are very close to each other. There is no distance.
Yeah.
Ecstasy of the Lord is so strong.
Yeah. That's it. You got to be like that, rooted. So, and we're all rooted in the trunk now. See, so that's it. And it becomes a team affair. While I'm here, while you're here, let's work together. Let's cooperate and do the job. Let's deliver some people, fish them out of the illusion, right? This is the game we play. See, Acharya, what is it? What was Advaita's title? He's Acharya because he has no other occupation other than delivering the fallen souls with giving the gift of devotional service. Yeah, who's focused like that? Doesn't mean you give up your job. Maybe like with such as, get a friggin' job, man. Get a job. You give me less trouble and worry about you. And that goes for others. That getting a job is service often.
Yeah.
Otherwise she gets in trouble and they get in trouble. They go and they associate with low-level people, and needy persons, and they get needy, and and then they're confused. Sometimes just getting a job is serving.
Of course.
You need that.
Yeah.
You surrender to that, you feel a lot happier. Make me happier too. It's about pleasing Guru, Learn to be a real disciple here. It's what you got people have an opportunity. See, become part of the team. See, when you develop real faith, that, I'm here with Guru Haridas, not because I want to have sex with him, or I want some money from him, or I want to have his position. No, I want Krishna. He's got Krishna, I'll get Krishna too. That's the right mentality. And Krishna is the prize, right? Isn't that what you want, Lalita?
Oh, no.
Yeah. When I look at her, I want Krishna and Radha like she's got. See? So anyway, that's what it's about here. You may have motives and all that, but stick it out and be baptized by fire. Burn all that stuff up just by being here, because you're with devotees who really want Krishna. A lot of times you got gurus who want other things, because if they really wanted Krishna, Krishna would send them here. And if you don't have the symptoms of devotees who have here that are advanced in devotional service, truly, you should be here. And if you're not, that's proof that Krishna doesn't see you're sincere enough. I think we've made enough waves on Facebook. You know how many years we've been preaching here together? 4 years every day on Facebook. How many gurus are here? That's a sign that they're not sincere enough, because they don't have these symptoms that my disciples have.
No.
Therefore, why aren't you here if you really want Krishna? Because that's Krishna. Krishna manifested in the world to his devotee. That's the only way you're going to get Krishna, because where Krishna's devotee is, that's where you're going to get Krishna. That's where Krishna is coming through. That's where Radha is coming through. Is this making sense to anybody out there in La La Land? And it is. It's like a La La Land. La 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 la. Gaura's preaching la 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 la. Oh, Gaura's thinking la 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 la. Speculation, la 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 la.
Ooh, painful.
Yeah, and I got all these people coming. What? Don't you want the real Krishna? Well, amen. We're here. We're announcing our lordships, Radha and Krishna. We're showing their glories on this earth. Who's interested to come into the kingdom? Okay? If you're really sincere, why wouldn't you come in? It's available, man. We're not holding back. It's Prema Bhakti time, man. Time to eat the feast. No, my Guru Dave Narayan Raj says only after many lifetimes I'm going with that program. Well, is that? I mean, I'm not saying anything against Narayan Raj, but that was his word, right? Why wouldn't you want to be with this word that produces the result of prema that you can see with your own eyes in devotees and confirmed in the scriptures and guru and sadhus? Why wouldn't you go with that word? Well, I'd have to give up my Narayan Raj path, that only by austerities and being a big renounced person and sannyasi and all that. I can't give that up. Well, until you do, because now's the opportunity for you and all these other sannyasis and false acharyas, and false gurus who don't have this. Here's your opportunity, man. We're time to boldly preach the truth and set people free. Am I lying? Or am I just a lion?
You're a lion. Real one.
You're either a lion or you're a lion. I think they're a lion still, and we're a lion.
Nisrimadev. Lord Chaitanya, lions.
Really, I mean, that's the bottom line, man. Are you ready or not? And there might be 1 or 2 or 3 or maybe 1,000 in these groups ready to hear the truth. If you've been worshiping Krishna enough and you're sincere, why wouldn't you come here? Because we're doing the job, man. We're giving prema that people are saying that Narayan Raj is the highest guru. Well, he wasn't giving it, but we're giving it. So what's that saying? That, you know what it's saying? Krishna's working through a carpenter again. Not a big sannyasi or a Pharisee.
No.
Because anyway, not to say anything. Okay, he might, he was a sincere person. He was worshiping doing what he did. But the word that came from his mouth was what? I was there. Many lifetimes before you get prema bhakti. Oh, you got to go the slow route, get some faith and bhajana kriya, and then some ruchi, and then some. Oh no! I skipped a step. The big one, anartana vritti, before you can get anything. That means you got to get clean, man. You got to renounce and be perfect, and then you'll get Mr. Perfect. No, I like the real way, the way that really is working here. No, we'll get Mr. Perfect first and cleanse that way. Mr. and Mrs. will be living in us, and they will cleanse away all our problems and all our difficulties. And what do? We just eat them, man. Eat the fruit. They're the fruit. Aren't they juicy, sweet? Juicy and sweet, right? We eat these juicy fruits this way. So what word do you want to follow? You follow this word, you'll probably get prema in this life, maybe after a week like she got. Who knows?
Their ideas prove that they are not hiding their ecstasy, because if they would have hidden ecstasy, they would have other ideas. They would preach differently. They would not propagate the slow path. It's not possible.
Well, that's why I say it's not so. People think, oh, well, there's so many pure devotees connected into the trunk of Lord Chaitanya. No.
Not true.
We're proving that.
Yeah.
Because if you are, you'll have those signs of the real family members. Sometimes you laugh and cry and choke up and all these wild, you'll just love chanting Hare Krishna, man. It'll be the party of all parties, and people will see it's the party of all, or not just external jumping around and Hare Krishna and just going through the motions. No, people see it's from the heart. Spontaneous devotion. It's different, Yeah, so it's time for that now.
Absolutely.
Go ahead, read another verse. Let's check it out. Let's see.
Okay. With the sober and grave Paramananda Puri as a central root, and the other 8 roots in the 8 directions, the tree of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stood firmly. And from the trunk grew many branches, and
See,
above them
the tree of Chaitanya stood firmly.
firmly.
I'm not here to preach, how great I am and all that. No, we're here to teach how great and how true Lord Chaitanya is and his teachings. See? And just naturally, a person really representing the Lord nicely like that and truly and genuinely, they get respect. And that is good for others. I don't get juice from being respected. I don't. I don't get juice from wealth and money and prestige. I get juice from this worship.
Yeah.
And that's why Prabhupada and the Lord is using. So people can get the real Lord Chaitanya as he is, which the combined form of Radha and Krishna. And you got to see a devotee who has those lordships. See? And if you don't like it, like, oh, you're a cheater, go, all right. Well, you just exposed yourself to, and people who have good sense. You don't like this? What, representing the real tree of Lord Chaitanya here? Well, too bad for you. Oh, you're just a cult leader. Oh, well, too bad for you. We're just here to represent the trunk, Lord Chaitanya, and his teachings, his principles that came through Krishna Das Kaviraj and his other followers, sincere followers that were also in the trunk. You see, we use the bygone teachings of these devotees, see, to understand the Lord, to relish the Lord, to awaken. Just basically to collect these valuable jewels and to relish them and taste them and to share them with others. What is this? This is the best, as far as I see, this is the best place, because here you can get the ability to taste the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra in ecstasy. And you can collect the valuable jewels in these scriptures and relish them and talk about the true path and everything. Isn't that treasure? Isn't that the treasure where the treasure chest is? When pirates are, they hide their treasure and then people got to go and find it. But you need the map. Isn't that part of the treasure, the map? You won't get the treasure without the map. We're the maps, man. And where that we distribute the treasure and the map also. See, you come here, you see how to get that treasure, go directly to it, and not be bamboozled, not be misled by inexperienced devotees, those who don't have this kind of devotion. They still don't have the eyes to see how to get it quickly. They're still wandering around in some darkness. This pure love of God is the light for us. And you want light, you need to come here to go and see it. Only the Father knows the Son. See, because the Father knows where he's the manifestation of the light. And the Son has found their way back home, right? The Son knows the Father. The Son preaches about the Father. Are we preaching about the true nature of the Father? Who God really is? See, because the Son really knows. They're the Son of that truth in this world and no one else. They have real love for that transcendental Lord. See, and they have the symptoms of that love confirmed in the scriptures. Man, our arguments are solid, tighter than a drum. Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra here. Man, it's so nice to have witnesses, so nice to have these scriptures. So nice to have this love of Radha and Krishna inside. Therefore, we shall be victorious. See, it's teamwork. Radha and Krishna are thinking, hey, man, Gauri, we need you to preach here. As a matter of fact, we need your real disciples. That's why we manifest in your sincere ones strongly. And the other ones, as much as they can take until we can really just push all that bullshit out of them. And then we can strongly, manifest through them too. And we work as a team together. We're the transcendental Borg. See, and Radha and Krishna are the queen, king and queen in our, we're all hooked into them, right? We work together. I tell you, but this Borg in the world is not, they want to do a hive mind thing here, but it's not good. They want to use AI. Oh God, these demons, they always got it wrong. No, we got to be hooked in Radha Krishna. We're the hive mind for them. And it's beautiful. It's liberating. We get a real intelligence with feelings, pure feelings. So, that's it. Be bees in that hive of that honey, with the queen and king. Go ahead, one more. Only one more, no more than that. Just
one more to learn how to stop. I read as many as you want to, Guru Maharaj. From the trunk grew many branches, and above them innumerable others.
Yeah.
And thus, the branches of the Chaitanya tree, they formed a cluster or society with great branches, covering all the universe.
See, cluster. We got a little cluster, don't we? A society. See, this is from being in the trunk. If I was not in that trunk, this wouldn't be here. This is a manifestation. We form in a cluster. And we're all, you're getting the same kind of realizations because all the devotees this is the revealed scriptures. We can just talk about these as it is. These clear concepts of what is Guru Tattva, what is Rasa Tattva. We can talk about them and we can show them. Like you, Lalita, you're showing Guru Tattva in example. And you can talk about it and you can show by your example. Yeah, man, from my Guru. Yeah, I follow the path. I have full faith in my Guru. See, this is what people need to see, these examples, and they can see, do I come up to the standard or not? Oh, no, well, I'll just hang around Lalita more, be a little nice and be friends with her. And just by osmosis, I'll start to have that mentality also. Nottingham, thank you, Noraj. Transcendental vibrations going out to the city hospital, Nottingham. All right, just one more verse.
One for the hospital.
For the hospital. One for the hospital.
And then from each branch grew many hundreds of sub-branches. No one can count.
See,
How
one
many
branch is all it
branches?
takes. One branch. See, because then people come one by one into many branches can come on from that one branch. You cleave onto it because you cleave onto the branch, you get hooked to the trunk. The juice is flowing from the trunk to the branch, and then you become a branch. Everybody is an orphan out there. I don't care what religion you are. If you're not in Christ to the point of getting that, exuding that juice, exuding, not just, I have it, I'm a no-show, but I have it. No. Are you exuding the flavor, the scent, and the juice of being in that trunk of Christ or Lord Chaitanya? In our line, Lord Chaitanya. Okay? You exude that. I forgot my point. What was the last sentence there?
From thus the branches of the Chaitanya tree form the cluster or society with great branches in all the universe.
Yeah. So this will continue as long as there's branches out there that are actually hooked into the real trunk. Otherwise, it's just logical. Say you're inspired by Prabhupada. He came to America and he brought all these books, and you're inspired, but you're not really. Your love of God, which is Lord Chaitanya, Radha and Krishna, you're not ripe. and you never get the shiksha to get that awakened in you and become a ripened fruit of that, well, you're still mundane. You're just religion. That'll just drop away and people forget about it eventually. But if you're a ripened fruit, you see, preaching, people become also ripened fruits and pass it on to others. It'll be passed on as long as there's ripened fruits passing. Otherwise, it disappears for a time. And then the Lord comes back, because there's no purpose for this world, really, this universe, until love of God manifests. Then, okay, now there's some worth to it. But to the Lord who this is all created, has no real worth to him. It's not of value to him. So the whole point is, it's only valuable to the conditioned souls. That's why he created it, because of our desire for it. We want this. See? Well, this all can be wound up for you and others when you realize, hey, I think I know I want to come back to you. I want your spiritual world, spiritual universe. See? Yeah, I'll come through the real guru. Yes, let me learn from him. Yeah, let me become a devotee of the devotee, a servant of the servant. See? And so that'll stay until and when that disappears, that connection, then it'll probably be dry for a while, like 500 years or so, 400, 300, 400. And then the Lord sends somebody again, right? Then he always sends somebody, a prophet, because he wants to keep life in this world. If this is the only life here, really, everything is dead. People have a hard time with this, because this preaching cuts out everything else that's dead that people think is alive. Isn't it amazing? We just cut out the death. You want to overcome death? Just come here. We'll teach you about death and what is dead. Mm-hmm. And then we'll teach you about what is life, so you can hook into that. Mm-hmm. For God's sake. Literally, he's thinking, I'm successful. Now I got my devotee back. Now I don't have to be bored, listening, seeing them all through their lives, going after this. Now they're going after my true form. They found the true guru. I've led them to the right place. Now they're going to go and get me quickly. Yeah. Okay, so let's chant a little bit. I'm going to stop talking a little bit. Take your microphones off and you can chant.
Yeah.
No, put your microphone on. Sorry about that.
Okay. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama.
Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare.
Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Hare.
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama, Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare.
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama,
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 Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Rama, Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Rama,
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 Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama.
Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare.
Rama Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Hare.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna.
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama, Rama,
Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama.
Rama Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare.
Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare.
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Rama, Hare Rama,
Whoa.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna.
Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama,
Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
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 Krishna,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare Hare
Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Rama, Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Rama Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare
Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Krishna
Rama.
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Rama Rama.
Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna
Rama, Rama,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama Rama, Rama
Hare
Hare. Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama
Hare Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Rama, Rama,
Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Rama
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Hare
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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama
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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
So I think I'm gonna go off here. I'm gonna take some Z's. I got up here at 12:30 last night. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So hey, this was fun. This was nice. Thank you, Lolita. Yeah. Yeah. Till we meet again, everybody. Thank you for coming. Hare Krishna. Take a little rest here.